Why'd you post that?
Why did I post? Because I was talking about partially is Imhotep a bad guy to Nick, and then Jeff joined in. And they brought up some points that I feel like are probably fair. And I'm not saying that he isn't a bad guy. I just don't remember what his plans were beyond saving his girlfriend. Nick said that he killed a lot of people, and I was like, he killed 6 people. That's really not that many in the grand scheme of like evil movie villains.
You know what though?
Low.
You know what though?
I'd love to know.
Did a lot of property damage with those storms. Those sandstorms, millions of dollars of property damage.
You cannot you can't make that point while the Marvel movies exist and the Avengers like that. There is
different universes.
No
6 people is tremendously bad still. There's not a lot worse than killing 6 people.
And think about the
terrible.
people that were displaced. He may have displaced 10,000 people from their homes. How many people are going to die of disease and malnutrition over the course of the next decade because their livelihoods got destroyed because of his nonsense? You have to think about the after effects. Terminator, he comes up and he'll kill 70, 80 people, and then he's out. A guy like Imhotep comes up, he may kill 6 people today, but he might kill 100,000 people over the course of the next fucking 10 years.
He was also trying to raise an army of dogs at one point, which I'm sure would have killed quite a lot of people.
He was just a big dog guy. He knew where the internet was headed. He wanted to get ahead of the curve. He wanted the dogs.
Tell Jeff what you said about Imhotep earlier.
What did I say about Imhotep earlier?
You said,
it's Imhotep is the John Wick of Egypt. Like, he was just minding his own business. He was dead. And then some people came in and woke him up, stole his shit, and then he specifically kills those people to get his body back.
John Wick wasn't trying to resurrect corpses.
No, but John Wick was a guy who was living his life, and then some fucking idiots came in and killed his dog and brought him back into the game.
Here's the difference. He went and wanted to get revenge. He didn't, he could have tried to resurrect that dog from the dead, but he chose not to. He chose not to go down the supernatural evil route, and instead, he enacted completely believable revenge.
I understand it's not one-to-one, but my point is that these were both people that were just living their lives and then were thrust into the story of what happened by others.
I feel like most movies start with something happening to a character.
I'm not. You're taking such the wrong point from this. Not every movie starts with somebody doing something to that character. There are movies where people are like, I'm going to fucking solve this. I'm going to do this. Like, there's a point
I actually have one that I think is in similar vein to what you're saying that has always stuck out to me.
Okay.
Did you guys ever watch the TV show The Walking Dead?
Yes.
Do you remember the whole Negan
I
seasons?
do.
Where he was like the big bad evil guy. He had the baseball bat named, I don't know, Nadine or Geraldine or something, Francine.
The comedian.
I think it was Francine. Yes, it was the comedian.
It was Negan, Jeffrey Dean
Yes.
Morgan. Yeah, the comedian from Watchmen. Anyway, he's like the bad guy, wears a leather jacket, fucking kills people left and right.
Mm-hmm.
He was on Howard Stern once, and Howard was asking him, like, how do you prepare for a role of being such an evil bad guy? And he looked at Howard and he was like, I don't think I'm a bad guy. And Howard's like, what? And he goes, I'm serious. I am living a life with my people, trying to keep my people alive. And this goddamn Rick and his buddies keep showing up and stealing our stuff and killing people and raiding us. So we're just defending ourselves. And then, I don't want to be pushed around. So if somebody's going to come and fuck with me, I'm going to fuck with them twice as hard. I'm the protagonist of my story. They're the bad guys. And that really made me sit and think for a while.
I feel like every actor who plays a villain says that. I feel like that's universal of like, I'm playing actually to play this villainous character. I need to somehow convince myself that they are the hero of the story. Yeah. You know who is the other, if Jeffrey Dean Morgan turned down Negan, do you know who's going to get it? Who was second?
No.
He had the job for 20 minutes apparently. And then Jeffrey Dean Morgan was like, no, I want to do it. So he got it. Matthew Lillard would have been. I'm not kidding.
He would have played it like a 90s psycho.
He did like 3 auditions for it, I think, and they're like, yeah, if he would have said no, you would have been Negan. And I can't imagine what that would have looked like, but I would like to see it. It's just so odd.
I wouldn't. The last time I saw Matthew Lillard would have been around the same time period with that Twin Peaks reboot. Or not reboot, sorry, but the new Twin Peaks season. And I can't imagine that guy in Twin Peaks being scary. or intimidating, or
I mean, he was the bad guy in Scream.
yeah,
He was, yeah, sort of.
Yeah. one of
So it's not like out of character to play a, psychopath.
But he like the vibe is so different, Negan, to who he played in Scream and like who he typically play. Like he just sort of plays like an idiot in Scream that is just you never really get into his motivations for it. He's just kind of a guy. Where Negan is intimidating physically in a different way.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard is except for maybe Twin Peaks. Even then, he's never not silly. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's hard to take him seriously.
I'm trying to think.
He's got that. He's got that like natural humor about him.
The Descendants. That's the only role I can think of where he's not. He's just a guy that is cheating with George Clooney's wife.
We're a Matthew Lillard podcast.
Are
what
we?
episode is this?
Oh my God. What episode is
82?
this?
83?
Oh, so interesting. This is 82, according to Nick. Do you guys know the significance of episode 82? I just realized it yesterday.
No.
No.
Episode 82, we missed a bit of a milestone. Episode
Did we?
82 is, I believe, the second episode of season 3 of Face.
We had a season shift?
No, we don't.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works.
No, yeah, it is how it works. Season 1 ended at episode 40. Season 2 began at episode 41, which would mean that season 2 ended at episode 80, and season 3 began at 81.
I'm going to challenge this.
No, I feel like this season extends to the end of the redemption year.
I feel like this season, at the time, the conversation was related
well, if we're gonna wait for full redemption, season 2 is gonna go on forever.
Well,
No.
Season 1 is always shorter than season 2.
There is an argument. So this is, I think what started this conversation was looking at seasons on Disney Plus and how nonsensical it is. Where like season 1 will be 72 episodes of DuckTales and season 2 will be 16. Like, I don't think we need to follow a specific. So what you're saying is that we're 2 episodes longer than season 1 at this point.
I'll tell you what I'm saying, because I agree with you. I think there's something to that. Let's then just say, because it makes no sense whatsoever, which is very facey of us, that this is the first episode of season 3, year 2 of Face.
Okay. But still, so the redemption year goes across multiple seasons.
It's not a redemption season, Gavin. It's a redemption year.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just
A
clarifying.
season's not a year, and a year is not a season.
If Face was a TV series and it was structured this way, I would hate it. I would hate watching Face in their season format. It'd be horrendous. It'd make no sense. It'd be terrible.
I'd like to play a clip, just, while we're doing some housekeeping, talking about the show.
This is, whenever Gavin says I would like to play a clip, I'm terrified, probably because 80% of the time it's been related to me. I don't know if you feel the same way, Jeff, but it is intimidating whenever Gavin says I'm going to play a clip.
You may not like
Do
this
I
clip.
feel intimidated that 80% of the time it's making fun of you? No.
No, but I'm just saying,
I feel like I misspelled something, probably.
I feel like last week, this was 2 weeks ago, Jeff made a joke during a discussion about the number 80. And then I feel like I didn't really hear it at the time. I feel like Andrew never understood that it was a joke and just carried on the conversation. See if this makes any sense to you, Andrew.
Okay.
I think there is. We just need to sit down and figure it out.
We're approaching a number of episodes that no one can pitch in baseball.
That's true.
I think...
What's the fastest pitch recorded? And it's probably in like over 100.
I think I want to say 102 or so.
Really? I was going to guess like 110 would be my guess. But
I don't think that high. Has anyone thrown one in a vacuum?
What do you mean?
Like, has anyone thrown one at a vacuum cleaner?
I don't understand, why? Why would they have done that?
Well, so there's no air resistance, so you can throw it real fast.
Oh, okay. I feel like you took some leaps there. I wasn't with you. I was lost.
That's right.
I was thinking about, I've never seen someone throw a vacuum. There was a guy who got...
Like, what do you think we're talking
Okay. No, I know. No. I have an answer for that.
Okay.
I have an answer for that. I remember that moment distinctly. I was confused by what you were saying from the jump. As soon as you said, I didn't know where you're going from vacuum. Like, I didn't expect a literal vacuum. I didn't understand the point you were trying to make from the beginning. So as somebody who didn't understand what was going on, I was just like, I'm going to play along with whatever. Because I don't know what the road is. I don't see where we're headed.
Because
So
I
I'm
feel
just
like you
playing
came
along.
away from that conversation either thinking that we were throwing a baseball at a vacuum cleaner or throwing a vacuum cleaner, and I couldn't figure out what you'd taken away from that.
I didn't take anything away from any of it.
Okay.
I was just playing into whatever was being said. I understood that you didn't literally mean a vacuum.
I tell you where this is going. This is going to our new... I'm excited about this. This is going to our new sporting event that we're going to start. It's not the Olympics. It's not track and field. It's vac and field. We're going to throw vacuum cleaners like we're throwing a discus and see who can throw it the farthest. And then we're going to throw shit at vacuum cleaners and see who's the most accurate. And then we'll come up with some other vac and field activities. This is going to be awesome.
I thought you were going a different way. I thought baseball with only vacuums. Like everybody who's pitching
That's our
has to
third
launch the
event.
ball. Okay.
That's perfect. Vac and field. I can't wait. 2022.
Okay, so you were just sort of going with the flow, and
I was totally going with the flow because I didn't
Okay.
necessarily understand your original point. So I was just like, wherever we go, I'm just going to buy into it. And I remember saying at the time, or thinking at the time while I was saying it, like, I know we're not talking about actual vacuums, but I don't know what else to do here. So I'm just going to keep talking.
Let me ask another question to that answer. How
Sure.
often would you say that happens to you through the recording of this podcast?
It depends. Not often.
Like, do you think you follow 70% of what's happening?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I follow
Okay.
a lot more than it appears. I wish I could say it was less. It would like explain some of my responses better, but I have to just own up to that. The fact I am listening 90% of the time.
90, my ass.
No, I'll get lost sometimes.
I would say you're listening 80% and you're comprehending
the
50.
guy that interrupts me every fucking 6 minutes is gonna come at me for listening once again. It's outrageous. How dare you?
Outrageous.
I take this from Jeff. I'm not taking it from you. You are so full of shit with listening.
You think I don't listen?
Well, you talk over me 80%. So either there's two options, Gavin. I either need to believe you're not listening, or you care so little about what I'm saying most of the time that you just decide that whatever you're saying is more important. So I'm gonna choose that you're not listening.
I will say, if we were in the same room, I wouldn't interrupt you as much. It's mainly a Discord thing, an internet thing. I've got bad internet.
You do, but that's less fun.
Can I donate some money or something to help you get better internet? Is that possible?
Sure.
Can we do that?
I feel like that's a thing that could be done.
How do we improve your internet?
Anything else you need improved, Gavin? Do we stop at internet? What else do you need? Do you need a new blender? Do you need
I'm good on
an
blenders.
appliance?
What's
of some
deficient
kind?
in your life?
A vacuum? What are you lacking? I need a new Swiffer. I'll just say that right now. That's something I need. Product I'm lacking.
You need a Swiffer?
What do you need to Swift?
My wall. Back of my wall. I guess I don't need a Swiffer for that. I dropped another. I've had such a bad run of dropping things since we've last. It just keeps happening.
Well, so something went on your wall?
I probably shouldn't have. I should have like led to that later for like the story, the best version of the story is
Are
revealed
we in the middle of a story?
You were sort of like at the end of like the funniest part of the story. I dropped a milkshake.
Let's just pretend that part didn't happen.
Okay, we're just gonna pretend it didn't. So I bought a milkshake. I got food over the weekend, last weekend.
Oh, that's
sometime.
good. It's always good to get
someday.
food. Yeah.
So I had a milkshake, which I've never had. We've gone over. I've never experienced a milkshake, and I was like, you know
Okay,
what?
wait.
I'm gonna have a.
You started in the middle of the story. You went back
Okay.
to the beginning, but
Yes.
started, I feel like, a little bit too early by saying you bought some food at the weekend. Like, that's a given. You could
Yeah.
go straight to what you
No,
bought.
no. I think it's different. I think contextually it's important because it's a different. I feel like it's more painful if I physically went to a place, got it, then brought it. I only ordered food, had it delivered, made it to my door. Walking up the stairs, I get to my doorway, I drop it, and it hits at an angle where it explodes on impact, and it covers the door. It's once again, it's Jeff's smoothie problem. It's like the fourth time this has happened to me recently. All over the door, over the wall, on the floor, and like just I didn't end up drinking any of it. I cleaned it. I'm laying in bed the next day, and I look up and I have Oreo on my wall. I didn't realize how far it exploded. I have pieces of Oreo all over my back wall. Cleaned up most of it. Some of it is so high up. I would love to have a Swiffer use the stick.
Is this the one? Because you dropped one recently, didn't you? That was made a lot worse by you picking it up or something. Like it was taped.
Oh, that was the Burger King soda.
It was, well, this was a Burger King milkshake. If I order Burger King, I am dropping the drink that's with it, and it is going everywhere. This hasn't. Okay. This on Sunday, I ordered food again. I ordered food from a different place.
2 days in a row you ate? Okay,
No, I think it was like middle of the week. The days don't matter. The point is, the next time I ordered food, the next time I ordered food, I ordered Japanese food, and I was very excited about it. It was great, but I'm nervous because I keep dropping shit. So I'm like, fuck, this is a terrifying existence I'm in. So I get my sushi. I order sushi, and that's it. It's hard to fuck up sushi. I have sushi. It's in a bag.
Why'd you order it with a question mark?
Because I was trying to think if I ordered other things, and I didn't.
Okay.
That was me like trying to process. I ordered sushi. I get my sushi. I walk it all the way up to my room. I place it on my bed to remove it from the bag. I sit at my desk chair, turn around, go to grab it from the bag. The bag, the container fucking opens. Not even all the way. It partially opens. All of the sushi falls out. All of it. I got it to my room on the bed. I'm lifting it out of the bag on the bed. I had a bag of fucking sushi. It was just a sushi bag.
Oh my god.
That's the saddest thing I've ever seen.
It was truly terrible. It was sad. I had like 4 rolls on my bed, and then the rest all went to a bag, and the lid didn't even fully pop off. And I just sat there. I just sat there dejected, saying, "How did this happen? How did this happen?
Did you still eat them?
Oh, I absolutely did. That's what the box looked like. They all slid out the bottom. They just all slid as soon as I was lifting it out of the bag.
What's the green shit? Is that avocado?
Wasabi,
right?
That's wasabi.
That's so much wasabi.
There is a lot of wasabi.
I have a feeling it's less than there was, Gavin.
But it got everywhere. It was just all over the place. I've never been so sad. And I refused to put it back in the container. So yeah, I ate the sushi out of a bag. I ate bagged sushi, and it was depressing on a different level.
You could at least put it on a plate so you weren't reminded of the tragedy.
No, I was it was like a punishment for myself because I keep dropping things of like, you just don't deserve good things. You get bagged sushi.
That bottom picture there, that's like a banana skin for you.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It was terrible.
Oh man.
Best of my life, dropping stuff.
Can I throw a sad food thing in as it's not even a real story. It's just a real brief moment.
Absolutely.
I got nothing to talk about this week, pretty much.
Sure.
So, Gavin, last week, I went to what's quickly becoming one of my favorite restaurants in Austin, and I mentioned it to you because I know you like it a lot too. It's a place called Dip Dip Dip.
Yeah.
And they make it's just like really nice, like I forget, it's like fancy hot pot kind of, right?
Yeah.
And
shabu shabu.
Shabu shabu, yeah, there you go. It's fucking awesome, and I've fallen in love with it, and I eat there a bunch now. I eat there all the time. We went there last week, and we're sitting down, and we're looking at the menu, and they come over, and they're giving you the daily specials, and I'm like, I'm already pretty sure I know what I want to get there because I have like a routine that I'm into. And then she's like, well, would you like to hear the specials? And I'm like, I guess. And then so she leads off the specials. The last special, she goes, and then we have the most amazing 2-week smoked. And then she said the fucking P word, and I almost threw up in my mouth. And all I could think about for the rest of the goddamn meal was that 2-week-old smoked P word was somewhere in the building with me. Like we were coexisting in the same space, and people around me were probably eating it, and it took everything I had to enjoy the evening because it was like there was a giant P word sandwich just on my shoulder looking over me, and it was terrifying.
That I bet it was delicious too because everything's good there.
Yeah, I'm sure it was delicious.
I just like how far it has fallen for you. Knowing how excited, if that would have happened to you like 8 days prior or however many days before your colonoscopy, that would have been a dream.
Dude, it would be like if baseball cards gave me cancer or something, you know? It's like I discovered it and I fell in love with it hard and fast, and I fully immersed myself in the P word world. And I just embraced it. I was like eschewing it. I was going on other podcasts to espouse the virtues of P word. Like I was so fucking into it. And then I got the rug pulled out from under me so hard and so fast. I'm still spinning. It sucks.
I've been meaning to ask, and thank you for bringing this up. It reminded me. I was curious if you have begun a journey for a new thing to replace that. Maybe in the deli world, like, are you just sort of in a place of sadness right now of like processing your loss?
I'll be honest. I'm kind of lost in the woods right now. Just in general, it's been a rough couple weeks, and yeah, I'm just I'm in. I mean, I don't have the energy to search for a new passion right now, to be honest with you.
And I bet just all deli meats are similar looking.
Yeah, that's probably
They all
true.
look the same.
Guilty by association, right? Yeah. You talked about dropping shit. This fucking morning, I had a sequence of events. I wanted to smash my head through a fucking brick wall today. I was so frustrated. I got up this morning and I do my morning routine, which is a whole, it's the feed the kid, the dogs, the poops of the peas, the get ready, make the lunches, make coffee, the whole thing. And it's fine. I'm a morning person. I'm into it. It's cool. And then like Millie was kind of dragging today a little bit, which is fine because we have like a 30-minute window. She likes to get to school a little early to visit with her friends. And so it's not the end of the world, but I had at 10 a.m., I had an appointment to get a bunch of x-rays on my body so that we can figure out why I can't sit anymore. And if I will ever be able to ride a bicycle again. Because we're going on about a month now that I haven't gotten any activity or physical exercise. And so I'm looking at my watch. I'm like, that's not, no, I'm trying to think of I'll go to a coffee shop for like 20 minutes, kill some time. And then I'll head over because I've got this weird window where it doesn't make sense to come home or whatever. And then I get my phone texts. I get a text and I look and it's the appointment people saying, hey, asshole, your appointment's at 9. It's not at 10. It's at 9. And I'm like, fuck. So I have to grab Millie and run out the door and haul ass to high school, throw her at the school. And then I look at the back of the sheet. It has the address because there's 2 central locations because there's 30 places you can go on the back of the sheet. And you just, I schedule the one close to me, of which there's 2. So I drive in. It's like a hospital thing. So I got to go in. I got to go through the ticket counter, get a ticket, find a parking space, run through a thing, go over a bridge, through another structure to get in there to the x-ray place. And I hand them my paper and they go, hey, asshole, you're at the wrong place. And I'm like, what? And they're like,
No.
The place you are is 2 blocks away. And I'm like, motherfucker! In my haste, I was freaking out. I picked the wrong goddamn x-ray store,
no.
right? So then I grab everything and I run. I get back in my car. I fucking have to pay to get out of the parking garage to go to the other place, to the new x-ray store, right? To buy x-rays or whatever. And I fucking go, and I go all the way through. This one's in a parking garage, so I got to go to the fucking 5th floor. I finally get there. I have 1 minute, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking make this. I grab my phone, I open my door, I run out, I slam my door, I turn towards the elevator, and I throw my fucking phone across the parking lot, and I smash my phone. My brand new iPhone 26 or whatever it is. Yeah, what's the new one? 13, 14, 62? I got an iPhone 19, and it's smashed. I'm so fucking annoyed. So mad at myself.
Oh man, that's still so new.
I know. Yeah, it feels real weird to have a busted up spider-veined screened phone right now.
All because you went to the wrong x-ray store. How unfortunate. If only you
all
went
because
to the right one.
at the end of the day, it's all because I misremembered my appointment time. But yeah,
But you made it on time.
I did make it on time, and I got the x-rays, and hopefully we'll find out which of the big 3 I have. Yeah, I went to a doctor yesterday. Because I don't know if we covered this last week, but I think we might have. I just the intense amount of pain I've been in.
I don't remember. I don't think.
Did I not even mention it?
I don't think you've talked about that.
I haven't talked about it. Well, I talked about how my butt started to hurt riding the bike.
Yes.
And so I started to wear those shorts, right? And then I told the
Yes.
story about how I put my pants on over the shorts and I went to the grocery store and
The
then I
dumpy
realized
butt.
when the lady gave me the dirty
dumpy.
look, I had a dumpy butt. Yeah, my butt was folded in half. It was weird. Anyway. So eventually the shorts didn't work. The pain was too much that I just had to stop riding my bike altogether. And that was fine, except the pain followed me. And then it got worse and worse. And then for about 4 days, week before last or last week, somewhere in there, I couldn't sit. If I sat down, the pain was so intense it made me, I would cry. And I'm a very manly, non-cry type person. So you can tell. So I could only stand or I could only lay down. And I was just in an incredible amount of pain. And so I went to the doctor. I scheduled an appointment and I went to the doctor yesterday and he looked me over and he ordered the x-rays and he said that it's either tendonitis, bursitis, or arthritis, but it's definitely an itis. And I'm like, okay, well, what do we do? And he's like, well, you're too young for arthritis. And I said, let me stop you there. Let me tell you about my shoulder. And he goes, nah, you don't have arthritis. And I go, I have a lot of arthritis on my shoulder. And he's like, how do you know? And I go, well, I got an MRI. And he goes, oh, you do have arthritis. And I go, yeah. And he goes, well, it could be that. And I go, so what do we do for these three things? And he goes, well, if it's tendonitis, we'll put you on a treatment regimen. You'll do a significant amount of physical therapy, and then you'll be on your way. If it's bursitis, we'll put you on a different treatment regimen. You'll do a tremendous amount of physical therapy, and then you'll be on your way. And if it's arthritis, there's not much treatment we can do, but you'll do a tremendous amount of physical therapy and be on your way. So no matter what, I'm about to go through another God knows how long of fucking physical therapy, and I'm really jazzed about having another appointment every week.
Do you think it's just for good at this point?
Yeah.
Just constant maintenance?
Yeah. I do. I mean, yeah, I think so. I think once you get to the advanced age of 46 or so, yeah, I think that your life becomes about managing medical appointments and stuff. It sucks.
I need to live more in the moment. I need to appreciate my fine body right now.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, and I say this without any ill feelings but I don't think you'll age as well. I think it's going to be hard on you. I think your body's going to have a tough time.
Really?
I don't know. Just something about you. Yeah. And I don't mean that to poke fun. I just I'm afraid for you a little bit.
Well, you heard it here first.
I want you to know I will be here for you. I'm your friend.
That might be the worst thing a friend has ever said to me.
What, that I'll be here for you? I'll wheel you around, dude. Don't worry about it.
What's going to happen to me?
I don't know, but I don't
know, but it will.
If you need me to wipe your face after stuff, because you can't, or you need me to put tighten the blanket around your legs in the chair, whatever, I can do that. I'm going to be there for you.
I'm just trying, evaluating this for Gavin. I think a question he should be asking you, Jeff, is there anything you miss that you could do before physically that you no longer can?
Riding bikes. I haven't ridden my bike in almost a month. I want to ride a bike so badly.
I bet I'm going to get injured riding a bike because I'm trying to use up all of the fine bike time I have left too soon. I'm going to be strutting around on a bike because I can, and it's going to cause me to not be able to ride bikes anymore.
It's a delicate balance for sure. And it sucks too. Also, don't tie your coping mechanism. Here's a piece of real advice. Don't tie your coping mechanisms to physical shit that's going to break down later in life. Because as we all know, I was a tremendous alcoholic for 20-something years. And I'm now almost 5 years sober, so that no problems there. But when I stopped drinking and realized I had to actually process and deal with emotions and pain, part of the way I was able to do that was with this stupid bicycle, riding my bike. People say there's no way he's riding 20 miles a week or 20 miles a day or whatever. And even on an e-bike. And I'm like, no, I really do have that much shit to work out, work through. And losing that ability, I realized I have been on edge for the entire month. I got so bad yesterday. I had to go to the park, and I sat in the park and on a park bench, and I just cried for maybe 30 minutes because I didn't know how to process. I just sat there and thought about alcohol, which I don't ever do, and bike riding, and just how sad I was that there was no way for me to work through this. And, and I was working through it in the moment. But so my real advice to you would be don't tie your coping mechanisms to wheels, because when the wheels break or you break, then you lose your coping mechanism. And then you got to cry to park.
Gavin.
And that's embarrassing.
Feel free to always text me, by the way, if you need your mind taken off something, or if you don't want to cry in a park. I'm always here for you.
Here's the deal, though, and I appreciate that. But if I were to text you, either of you, there'd be a 50% chance I wouldn't get a response, and that would make it worse.
Look, if you text saying, hey, want to do X, that's a response. If it's Wednesday morning and you say, boy, do I have a story for tomorrow. Yeah, I can see why you wouldn't get a response.
There's a park bench that's very conciliatory in Zilker Park that has been there for me a lot lately. And I'm good with the park bench, but I
think we should start one-wheeling around. I've been going on your path on one wheel. I've been going by your jump every day. Haven't yet taken it on the one wheel because I'll die. But it's a nice, graceful path. It's very peaceful. And you don't have to
if
sit.
I'm ever able to move my body in that way again, I will. I can't imagine the pain that would be caused from falling off a one wheel right now. But, listen, within 24 hours, I'm going to get a diagnosis, and then I'll know what's wrong with me, and then I can work towards getting better, and then I'll get back on. I'll ride that bike again someday, goddammit. I will. I'm not worried about that. Yeah,
It's very exciting.
Anyway, all I had today was the fact that I smashed my phone out of stupidity, and that it's season 3 now.
I thought... What's up, Andrew? You going to say something?
I was just going to say something, but I don't know if you're going to lead it. Jeff just reminded me of a thing that I didn't write down to talk about.
Me in.
Is that what you're also going to talk about? Gavin texted me late on Thursday night. What did he text me? He texted me something along the lines of, and I don't know if you have it, you can read it. I just was horrified by a turkey sandwich, was essentially the core of the message. And I looked at it, and in a Jeff-like fashion, I thought, do I want to know what this is? Is this for the show? Should I ask? Like, obviously, I'd like to know, but it feels like a show thing.
I think what I texted you was, I just got one of the biggest frights of my life from a turkey sandwich.
Yes. So I didn't reply to it that night, but then I remembered replying to it the next day, and then I never heard back from Gavin, and I was like, I must have been busy.
I know that game.
Yeah. But then I got a text on a different day, like 4 days later, 3 days later, and I just didn't send the message. I just wrote it, and then I never hit send. I missed it. But I've been waiting. I've been like, it's weird. It was me. And then something else was asked, completely irrelated. Not related. Irrelated. That's not a word.
Unrelated.
I'm not gonna get an irregardless on that one. That was just me fucking up. That was me. But I just fucked up. I didn't get it. But I want to know. You asked me to guess. I couldn't think of a way that a turkey sandwich could horrify anyone. Do you have any immediate thoughts?
It was more extreme than I thought I was going to die.
You thought you were going to die?
Yeah. For a split second. But it was a turkey sandwich.
I have no fucking clue.
Is it
like maybe it was moldy turkey or...
I bet I could put this out there to the public for a year. No one, I 100% guarantee, no one would ever come up with the scenario because it makes absolutely no sense. Shall I run you through it?
I'd love. Please.
Do you want to preview the end of the story first, like in milkshake fashion, or are you just going to start at the beginning?
Okay.
I'll start at the beginning.
Okay.
It was so embarrassing. I was I was on a plane, and I think my subconscious had just been slightly affected by the fact that I saw this on my phone, just on the home screen of my phone. On the weather app, it said small aircraft advisory, and I thought, well, that probably is something to do with, if you're in a small aircraft, maybe visibility shit or something to do with that. But in my head, I was thinking I think I was like dozing off or something. I was thinking oh, does that mean there's like a shitload of small planes around? Like our plane is like going to have to dodge a bunch of small planes. There was like 1% of my brain that thought that's what it meant.
There's a swarm of small planes outside.
Yeah, the rational part of my brain was like, oh, it's probably foggy or something. And as you can see by the screenshot, I'm apparently over the North Atlantic Ocean. I decided I'll just keep an eye out. I'll look out the window. Just make sure there's not a swarm of planes.
Oh my
You're
God.
keeping an eye out. How does that help? Are you like ready to yell at the what is the plan? Like I'm gonna be on guard, guys. Like what? Why? What is the
And
purpose?
I should point out, I'd slept for about 2 hours the night before, so I was It's like you're on a plane and you're dumb because you're tired.
Yeah.
Just one of those days.
Yeah.
And I was looking out the window, and suddenly I got the fright of my life. In my peripheral vision, I saw what I thought was a plane hurtling into the side of our plane. And let me post a picture. All it was the flight attendant sliding a turkey sandwich onto the tray of the guy behind me. But in my peripheral vision, because it was under his light, it just came like at the plane in the reflection. And I jumped back and I was like, But yeah, it was just perfectly, because there was nothing on his tray. There was like nothing lit up until the flight attendant aggressively slid a turkey sandwich, which just caused a weird optical illusion. And at that point, I was just like, I need to get some sleep. My heart was beating like 100 beats a minute for like 2 straight minutes because I thought I was going to die. It came out of nowhere, man. It came.
Did you
flying
scream
in
out
nowhere.
loudly?
Yeah. I was just like, bah! And
Did anybody notice?
I don't know. I was too embarrassed to look around. I don't think he needed to put the turkey sandwich there with such force. It looked like he was coming in at like 200 miles an hour.
I would have asked him for his turkey sandwich. That's like a collectible.
Instead of a UAP, you saw a UAT.
Do you think anyone would have guessed that?
I don't think.
No.
Not only do I think nobody
No.
would have guessed that, I don't think anyone in the history of the earth has ever mistaken a turkey sandwich for an airplane.
I'm notoriously bad with reflections. Did I tell you about the time where I got scared by someone because I thought they were me?
What?
I was walking into a hotel, a glass door, and I could see my reflection in the glass. And I got all the way to the door, and I opened the door, and I realized it wasn't my reflection. It was just a man on the inside of the hotel wearing the exact same colored shirt as me, and we were moving and putting our arms out at the exact same time. He was mimicking me entirely, and so when I opened the door and he was there, I just jumped out of my skin. I don't deal with reflections well.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Man, Nick brought up Jack's gonna have good luck. He just wrote good luck, Jack, figuring this out.
I cannot wait to hear Jack's teaser.
Boy, that seems to be going well still. People seem to really be liking Minor League Jack's little previews.
We might have to be careful with that one because he could potentially give the punchline to the joke. Well, I guess it's not. Well, maybe he won't get it. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I don't think there's any way. I can't wait to hear his take on the turkey. That'll be great.
Oh, Nick's removed something, so I think we're good.
Ooh. Okay. Well, this is very food heavy.
Oh, hold on a second. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Face Podcast. This is episode 82. Big surprise. This is episode 1 of season 3, year 2 of the Face Podcast. Congratulations, guys. We made it into the third season. Let's hope we get renewed. Anyway, you were saying.
If we want to take it away from food, I have a quick question for Andrew, just because
Okay.
we were on the subject of movies.
Go ahead.
And I just thought this would be. I think you would have an answer for this, maybe.
Okay.
What is the perfect escalation of a scenario between the original movie and the sequel? Like where they are clearly paying homage to their original movie, but also trying to one-up it. And I think I have the perfect answer.
I'd like to hear your answer first to get a better understanding of kind of where your head is at with this.
Yeah, I'm
this
right
question.
there too.
The paint cans in Home Alone. Funny in the first one, they nail it. They both take a paint can to the face. The second one, they're ready for the paint cans. They've dodged them both, and then they take a big metal bar right in the face.
It's one of the best moments of that movie.
And it's shot so well. There's like, I usually don't like a lot of quick cuts because I just tend to like as much to be done in the same shot as possible, especially with action. But every single shot in that sequence is an absolute masterpiece. The thing hits them in the face. It looks like it hits them in the face. It's like a split-second cut where they're just falling backwards down a hole. It's like a half-second shot that must have taken like an entire day to set up. It's an absolutely crazy sequence, and I think the perfect escalation of an original movie.
I think that I think the thing that makes those Home Alone movies so great is that they treat human beings like they're Wile E. Coyote, right?
It's
like
a cartoon movie.
In a fucking
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny commercial or Bugs Bunny cartoon. It's just they give if they got hit in real life by that pipe, their skulls would cave in.
Yeah, their heads would have been knocked off.
Yeah, you know, yeah. And if that didn't kill him, the fall would have. It's so fucking funny. Kevin McAllister would be in jail for homicide.
I think it's self-defense, but
Yeah.
The classic Michael Myers defense. The Halloween 7. I'm trying to think. Like, that's an interesting, it's not even necessarily, it's like sequel to a movie in which the characters are the same and they're doing a similar task, but they've learned something from the first one that somehow broadens their knowledge.
Yeah, I just remember liking that so much as a kid when the same actor as the same character would reference or remember something from the previous movie. Like, it just used to eat that shit up. Like, even in The Mummy, like when Brendan Fraser would be like, not these guys again. Like, stuff like that when I was 11, I loved it because it was like, I'm in on this reference.
Yeah. That's a great question that I don't have an answer to. I'm trying to think.
Man, the last movie question you had, I felt like I had 400 answers immediately. I got nothing for this.
Because a lot of movies don't do it well. They'll either go way overboard or something will happen and they won't remember that it's happened before and stuff like that. It was ideal.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of just like sequels in general. I feel like there must have been something they learned between Independence Day 1 and 2, but what that was, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea, but I'm sure there was something.
How about Karate Kid 2 when Daniel goes to do the fucking leg kick and the dude's like, yeah, I saw that before. Fuck you. And then he has to come up with a whole new way to fight.
I haven't seen Karate Kid 2, but it's
I haven't seen
similar.
the second one.
You guys ever saw Karate Kid 2?
No.
Wow, he goes to Okinawa and fights in Okinawa, and over there, they know all of his tricks. Yeah, it's a whole different world. You guys should see it. It was real good.
Fuck, I don't. Yeah, that's a great. I'll have to think about that.
We'll come back to it.
We will come back to it.
Speaking of, Andrew, because you said you were going to, did you ever watch Home Sweet Home Alone?
I was going to last night, and I forgot. Well, I remember I forgot until last night. Then I didn't. I was like, I probably won't come up today, and I was wrong. I was clearly wrong about that because every time I prepare for a thing, it never happens. So I thought, this will be another one of those.
I'm just glad I randomly watched The Mummy yesterday. I had no idea it was going to come up 17 times during this episode.
Did you? I don't believe you. I don't believe that you watched The Mummy.
Oh, no, nor should you. That was obviously I was full of shit. I was making a joke. Yeah, I didn't actually watch The Mummy.
Wait a
yesterday.
minute. Does Jeff?
I watched
not know
Survivor.
Wait, does Jeff not know sarcasm? Can we do this to him? Is he not? Because everyone else just. I don't think you know how to be sarcastic, Jeff.
No, I think that you just don't know how to read sarcasm.
I don't know. I think the whole room believed your mummy lie.
Well, I think that says a lot about the room.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to argue. That's a fair. I'm not going to counter that point. You're completely accurate.
Nick, did you believe him too?
He said, absolutely.
Yeah, Nick absolutely did as well.
He's being sarcastic. You guys can't read it.
The problem is with this show specifically, there's so many dumb coincidences that have happened during the entirety of our up to now 3-season run that it wouldn't be out of the question that you would have happened to have watched The Mummy the day before.
I will give you that. It is so fucking absurd that I find it hard to believe some of the coincidences that are happening, and they're happening to me. You know,
yes.
You're right. This podcast is either charmed or cursed. I think, depending on how you look at it. I go with charmed, but
I would go with charmed as well. I have a thing I was going to talk about, not food related either. I got a bunch of things that are food related. It's just weirdly food heavy.
You could do food.
I could do food. Well, I'll do this. I'm curious about your answer, but I have a feeling it might be like Gavin's question, where I don't know if you guys will have an answer to this. It was just an odd thought I had today. What is the thing that you've done the most without doing it? Is there a thing that you can... So I'll give you an example, and I'm not proud of this, but I was listening to a thing, and they were talking about how, like, yeah, you buy this product, and they will plant a tree. For everyone that's bought, they will plant a tree with the money you spent on it. I don't think I've ever planted a tree before, but I've planted so many trees. I've bought so many things that have planted trees, or have, like, I even switched to the web browser that was like, we'll plant a tree every however many searches. You can see how many trees you planted. I've done that. I've planted a fuck ton of trees. I don't think I've ever actually personally physically planted a tree.
I guess in a similar vein, we've raised like a lot of money for kids. I've never given money to a kid though.
This could take a really bad turn. I've killed so many people in Halo. I've never murdered anybody.
It's probably that. It's probably all the people I murdered online. Yeah, throughout the course of my life. Oh my god.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I think about that's not the same but similar. Where it's like I think I've worked out way more in The Sims than I have in real life, and that makes me sad to think about.
How about what do you think is the thing that you've paid for the most that you've used the least? Because you say that, and I instantly think of the 2 years I had a gym membership that I forgot about that I never went to.
Oh,
Paid the most and used the least.
Like you had an Xbox Live account for 3 years you didn't know about. You were
Yeah.
paying $10 a month for, Gav, or whatever.
Yeah, Gavin to USA.
Yeah.
And I bought a month's worth, so it was renewing I think it was renewing at $10 a month, and I forgot about it for 3 years, livid about it. And it's for one video. It was just to make that Worms video before my account could migrate over to the US or something. I had to make an interim account.
Mm-hmm.
I bought DLC for a Call of Duty game I never ended up buying. That has haunted me to this day. I spent $10 on DLC thinking,
You own the DLC for...
I own a piece of DLC for Call of Duty World at War because I was like, yeah, I'll buy that game again down the road. And I never bought it again, but I'm still mindful and aware of the fact that I bought that DLC and I never played it.
Does it let you buy the DLC?
Yeah, it was just because it was like a digital. This was 360 era, so not a lot of digital full game purchases, but you would download the DLC. So I bought like some map pack or like zombies. I don't know what I bought. I bought a piece of DLC for World at War, and I'd already played it and returned it at that point, and I planned on buying it again, and I just never did that part. So I own the DLC. I've never played it.
It was probably zombie related because I think that was the first Call of Duty to introduce zombies, if I remember correctly.
I feel like it was a thing where I saw like, oh, there's some zombie DLC. I could get some achievements in this. This will be fun. I bought it, and then I never followed through and bought the actual game to play it.
You should go back and get those achievements now.
I'm just trying to get 50 Cent. Why is that not part of the redemption year? Because I really don't want to play Call of Duty World at War.
That game made me quit playing Call of Duty games, campaigns.
The respawn, didn't they change the respawn in that one? Where it's like they would they would not stop respawning no matter how many you kill.
Yeah, I was like playing it on veteran or whatever the hardest difficulty is, and I got stuck in this bunker high, like on like a Normandy type level. It might have been Normandy for all I remember. I don't know. It was so long ago. And I was like, every time I tried to peek out, they would fucking peg me. And so I was just trying to figure out how to get out of it. And I was like stuck in there. I'd checkpointed and I was trying to just figure out like, how do I, like everything I tried failed, but I was safe in the bunker. And then after like 5 minutes, they just started spawning grenades in the bunker. And I was like, all right, assholes.
That sucks.
Fuck you. I'm done. And so I never went back. I don't know that I played another Call of Duty campaign after that for years, probably.
They're fucking expensive to buy digitally still. They only sell like the ultra bundled version. It's still like $50 to buy World at War.
Fucking Nick. Nick said he's eaten a lot of apples, but he's never picked one from a tree. That's a good point.
You've never, okay, well this will lead to another thing. There is something, the apple experience is enhanced when you pick it from the tree. I don't care if you're baking it, like if you're picking your own apples and then turning it into a pie, better than any other pie you'll have anywhere else. I feel sad for Nick.
Bullshit.
No, it's just a thing. Legally or scrumped, it's always a little bit better scrumped.
Look, go and pick some apples off a tree.
Yeah.
I'll make a pie with them, and I'll also make a pie with some apples that I got. And you're saying you could tell the difference.
I could tell the difference. Yeah, absolutely. It's a vibe thing. You can it feel
utter nonsense.
Are you okay? Well, do you want to hear another thing that you're gonna hate in the utter nonsense category? It was snowing. It snowed here a few days ago, and I realized that Coca-Cola tastes better when it's snowing outside. Specifically when it's in a can. A Coca-Cola, a Coke in the snow in a can form is my snow beverage of choice.
Is it because of the ads with like Santa and all that?
It could be like, the polar bears. Like it could be part of it. I can't explain to you why, but it tastes better. It tastes better when it's snowing.
I'm gonna support both of those statements, Andrew. I'm with you on both of those. The pie, the apple, and the Coke.
I'm not saying the vibe doesn't like increase the enjoyment, but there's no way it transfers to the taste.
It's all part of the experience. Once again, we're talking to the guy that fucking hates tasting anything. There's less food. You're not a food guy in any way. You think it's all the same. Rating apples 6s across the board.
Every apple's 6.
No kidding. You got fucking. You live in fear of turkey sandwiches, for Christ's sake.
I feel like you're the worst person to, like, I agree with what you're saying. Like, I understand it isn't true, but it is true. Like, it's not true. It makes no sense. It shouldn't be true. But in my heart, it is true.
I would say the snow thing is more likely to be true because potentially the air tastes different when it's snowing. Or
I was
smells
inside.
different.
I was
Okay.
inside. Yeah.
Never mind.
I think
That's just looking out the window.
I think what we should do. I think
I like that I try and the 1% of the conversation I can defend him with. He's like, no.
I've been, I guess I'll just do all the food. I got a cheese advent calendar. I've been exploring cheese. I'm not a cheese. I've never really had cheese before.
Say it. It's fine. Say it. I'm not a cheese guy. You can say it.
I'm not a cheese guy, but I am a cheese guy. I'm a very specific cheese guy. I like it melted, and I still am holding that opinion.
Are we talking like a British cheese advent calendar?
We are. Yes, it is a British cheese
I can
advent
already
calendar.
tell you which is the best one in there. And I want to see if you agree.
What is the best one?
The best cheese in there is smoked applewood.
I enjoy the smell of smoked applewood a lot.
Okay.
Cheese is fine. It's okay. It's not bad.
Interesting. Because that's the best. If we were doing if I was keeping a list of my top 7 cheeses a secret from you, and you found my secret document, smoked applewood would be number 1.
Really? That's your number 1 cheese?
Number 1 cheese in the world.
Oh,
Phenomenal.
you should tell that to the celebrity cheesemonger, dude.
Oh, you know what's exciting about that box, Gavin? I don't remember what it's called. I'm not going to pull it out because I'd have to move my mic to get it. My mic stand is in front of my fridge, and it would be a whole thing to like pull the box out. One of the cheeses in that box, talk about coincidences, is the same cheese they use when they race cheese, when they roll it down the hill for the cheese race.
Oh,
So it's all connected. Yes. I don't remember what it is, but what is this? The man who asked 400 celebrities for there's a cheese guy.
He's famous. He spams every celebrity on Twitter to ask them what their favorite cheese is, and then he records it and puts it in his cheese book. He's got like a crazy amount of celebrities that have responded to him. I'll just throw it out there for later. I don't want to interrupt your story now.
No, this is an important addition.
Joe
feel like
Bengals.
the Advent calendar is underutilized. Like, as somebody who doesn't, I would never opt to just have cheese. Like, I wouldn't order a cheese plate. I get a little bit of cheese every day. I'm expanding my food horizons.
Do you also get a stupid joke on the inside of the door?
No, it's just like a little thing you can color in if you want to.
Oh, okay.
There's no joke, but I feel like, I don't know why Advent calendars are just Christmas related. I would buy a cheese calendar for February if they exist.
Should we have the official face February
February cheese calendar?
I just think that it's a fun way to try things that I'm on the fence about. I feel like I could like cold cheese. I will say I picked this up on the 8th of December. I ate the first two when I ate a basic cheddar by itself. I ate the apple smoke, your favorite, Gavin. I tried that by itself. I then took days 3 through 6, put them on a thing of grilled cheese, melted them on top of it. It was delicious. I think melted cheese is better.
Does sound pretty good. I
pretty
feel
great.
like it's a good way to try stuff because you've got a natural palate cleanse between every bite of 24 hours.
You do. Absolutely. And it's just an exciting thing. You wake up, you get to open a compartment, you don't know what's in it. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's dumb that they are only a December holiday thing.
I have one. Emily made one for me. It's a house, and it's not cheese, though. It's candy. But I get different candies every day. It's fucking awesome.
That's very sweet. I did some research on mine. Any website that recommends a build your own, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Like, if you have somebody who's willing to do it for you, there's nothing more insulting than trying to find a good advent calendar. They're like, make it yourself. It's like, I could buy 1 million of those. Why are you recommending this to me? I'm not like, I hate it. I hate it.
So you're a big Advent guy?
I'm a big December guy. I love everything about it. I love the movies. We've talked about this. The greatest stretch of the year is October through December.
This is your favorite time of the year.
This is my favorite time of the. I'm gonna get some Christmas lights later in the day. Oh, it's gonna be great. Love it.
The new Halo
this
came
season.
out. Can I tell
A
Jeff
new Halo.
what you said when the new Halo came out?
Absolutely, and then we can talk. We'll see if Jeff is as annoyed as you were by the statement. I think it makes sense.
Okay. Yesterday, at the time of this recording, the Halo Infinite campaign came out, and
Yeah.
I hadn't
And
really
I can't play it.
I hadn't seen any of it. I was just I avoid trailers. I avoid people's opinions. I just want to go in.
Same.
Loving it. I feel like I'm not going to talk about the game. And I was talking to Andrew about the game, and he said, "This makes me want a new Halo game."
I said this game is so good, I want a new Halo game. I believe
On the day a new Halo game came out, he was like, "Man, I wish there was another Halo game."
See, this is how Left 4 Dead 2 happened, and everybody was all up in arms. It's fucking all right. I would love it if you guys. I'm gonna do my best not to play it.
What?
So I'm gonna try not to know anything about it. I'm waiting for co-op. Millie and I had already planned. I have played every Halo game at launch in co-op with the people that are most important to me at the time, and many of them were you, Gav. I really, really, really was looking forward to playing it with Millicent. You know, we went through in preparation, played all the Halo games together. It became like a really sweet bonding thing. And so I don't want my first experience playing a new Halo game with my daughter. Or rather, I want a first experience of playing a new Halo game with my daughter. And to have that be new for both of us at the same time.
Makes total
sense. I'm gonna
Totally.
wait for the
Yeah,
I'm gonna wait for the fucking co-op 6 months or whatever. It's gonna be the hardest thing I've ever done, considering I have a career thanks to Halo, you know, in many parts. But it is what it is, I guess.
So now I will expand on my comment without, I feel, spoiling anything. And we talked about it a little bit, Jeff, and I apologize if I spoiled anything for you. I
Not
don't
at
think
all.
I did.
You just
I feel like
you said you like the grappling
mechanically-
hook. That's fine. I like
the
that
grappling
multiplayer, so
hook
it's
is incredible. But when I played it, when you hit, I think it's the most innovative Halo game, even though a lot of the things in part were in previous Halos. They've never been combined in the way it is in this game. And it took like 6 years for this to release. It was the longest gap between Halo games. And it's one of those things where you know it was a development hell. Like, it was very widely reported that this was a fucking mess of a game to make, but it's fantastic. I don't want to wait 6 more years for what the next step of this is. Like, it's so great. There's so many things I love about it, but there are also so many things you can see where the next step of it will so clearly be an improvement on what they have. Like, they have the framework beautifully done, but there's depth they could add to the world and kind of the experience as a whole that I think would make it genuinely one of my favorite games of all time. And so I'm excited about that. And I wish I was in a space where Halo Infinite was like Halo 5. And I'm anticipating what will be what I think possibly my favorite Halo game ever made.
I can completely understand what you're saying there. I feel like Halo Reach was that for Halo 3. Like, I feel like it was an improvement in every way, not a reinvention, but just like a refinement of what they had. And then ODST and 4 were very different games in their own right, and that's cool. But like, I totally get what you're saying. You want to see like the iteratively improved version of what you just played.
Yeah, exactly. Like, in a way that they took such a step forward. And like they have the framework I feel like this game opens them up to take it in so many different directions as far as the design goes in the future. And I'm so excited to see that evolution that I wish that there was a Halo game in development right now. Those people deserve like a huge break. It's been a nightmare to make it, apparently. And it's the holidays. Like, they deserve time. Realistically, I want them to like relax and just enjoy themselves. But for my own selfishness, I would be so excited to know that there is a Halo game that is expanding on what we currently have, like 2 years in development, and that it's around the corner. I'm so excited for it. Like, Halo Infinite has brought back a passion I have for the series as a whole that I didn't know I could regain. I love those games so much, and it kind of, I don't know, I fell out of that, and I'm so happy to be back in it and just so generally excited about Halo. I've been having so much fun with Infinite.
Yeah, I feel like I can't give any opinions. It's like the one area where I can see that I am just a fanboy of Halo. And when a Halo game is good, I would give this game 10 out of 10 based on what I've seen so far. I don't want to overhype it for people who aren't into Halo, but I love it.
I'll post like a link to a clip briefly. I don't think this is necessarily the most interesting thing. I'd just like to see your reaction to it, Jeff. And I don't feel like this is spoiled. It's literally just me grappling hooks. I'm using like the grappling hook thing. It's fucking crazy. Halo Infinite is like a Spider-Man game. It is so much fun.
You said if you had a second grappling hook, it would be the best Spider-Man game ever made.
It is so much fun because I had to the way that they can design the game now, it's not flat in the same way.
This is just beautiful.
It looks beautiful, and the movement of it is so unlike any other Halo experience. Like you could play Halo Reach, and there is some difference in the movement, but it's fundamentally kind of the levels are designed the same, and you have the same limitations. In Halo Infinite, I need to climb a mountain, and I can just fucking zip line up it, and it's fluid, and it feels great.
Dude, it looks like you're climbing out of Valhalla, the Valhalla map. It's fucking awesome.
And the thing that Bungie always was really good at is that if there was a piece of geometry in the distance, you could kind of always walk on it. Like a lot of games would just put in some weird like translucent clipping through like background stuff. If you found a way out of the map in the original Halo games, even if you weren't supposed to, you could actually walk out to all these places. And now it's like available and it's part of the game. And it feels amazing.
That's such a great example of it. Of like, not only can you get there, but you can get there and you might find a thing there. And there might be a mission. And like, that is so cool to me. And it's not the deepest, those mechanics. And those were the things where I was like, wow, with this framework and expanding on this, like adding more depth to just the world as a whole, I'm so excited for where Halo will go. And I wish it was here already. Is sort of the sentiment I was trying to make.
The thing that excites me about it, just watching that clip and just thinking about what I'm eventually going to get to play it, is the best part of Halo to me is after I've beaten the game 5 or 6 times and you're just exploring and looking for Easter eggs and you're just looking for just weird shit and trying to break the map and trying to get places where you're not supposed to, and just exploring just because you want more of the world, right? Like I've walked around Halo so many maps, so much of my life has been spent walking around Halo looking for sets and shit for Red versus Blue, but also just wanting to just spend 5 more minutes in the world and see something new that I hadn't seen, you know? And it looks like that is what this game is.
Yeah, it's like they've brought the attitude you take into like your 6th playthrough and they've applied it to your first playthrough. Like it's encouraged and it feels great just to piss off and walk around.
Well, I'm very excited to play it someday.
We're a Halo podcast.
I would be fine with that.
Hey, we should when we go to Vancouver sometime next year so that we can go crabbing and do the bathtub race, we should also plant a tree.
We should.
Andrew's name.
Absolutely. I'd love to. That's genuinely on my... Once I thought of that, I was like, I need to plant a tree.
What tree would you go for?
That is... apple tree?
What's the official face tree? Oh.
Could you just plant a cosmic crisp?
I guess I could, theoretically. I don't know if I would. I didn't... It was unfortunate. I discovered the greatest apple pairing of all time, Jeff. I invented something as soon as we stopped recording. Let me tell you about the Cosmic Lady. Take 1 bite of a Cosmic Crisp, you take 1 bite of a Pink Lady, what a blend. That's a great combo. I'd highly recommend to anybody out there.
After you were saying that last week, and was it someone here saying they didn't like peanut butter with apple?
Me.
Yeah. I
That's
feel
so
like
weird.
I feel like that's peanut butter is like, it's a decent pairing. I didn't have it until I moved here, but it's pretty common from what I've seen.
Yeah,
But what if
totally.
you took your 4 favorite apples into quadrants and glued them together with peanut butter? Do you think that would be the best apple of all time?
No. I don't like the peanut butter. Like, I don't understand that part of it. That's like,
Yeah,
you're like, if you take 4 things you like separately and then connect them all with the thing you don't like, will that be the best
I'm saying
experience?
that, but most people like that. Most people think, and if you're saying 2 apples in your mouth at the same time taste really good, that could be the ultimate snack.
I see. It's like your glove, but it's apples and peanut butter.
Oh, Nick says you could do caramel instead.
Ooh.
You could do caramel or
That's a
honey
good
or something.
idea.
You could build, Andrew, you could construct the ultimate apple.
I like this
Like
idea.
the Apple Prime.
The mega apple.
Yeah, the Infinity Apple.
We
Yeah, the
should
Infinity
find-
Apple. That's what you're making.
We should find which 4 quadrants of 4 different apples make the ultimate mega apple. The Infinity Apple.
The Voltron of apples.
Since we're an Apple podcast, I want it known. We need to mark December 9th. We said we're going to do this last week. I have a Cosmic Crisp. I'm putting it in my fridge, and I will not touch it until 1 year from now.
Oh, I got to do that right now, too. Shit. Let me go do that. I'll be right back. Are we going to go put our apples in?
Mine's on my desk at work.
Gavin, are we going to push another week till we?
No. I'll just be a week behind. I'll just be
He'll
a week behind.
He will experience. He will get to witness us, and then he will get to have the experience himself the following week. And he's committed to it. So no matter how it turns out, Gavin then needs to try the apple a week after we do.
All right. Well, I'll be right back. I'm going to go put my apple in the fridge right now.
I can do that.
I'm gonna go in tomorrow and get my apple.
I opened the fridge. Can I see my cheese thing from? I can't. Damn it. It's the, it's when I got the advent calendar, I didn't realize. So it has like, one of those pull strips on cardboard to like open.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't notice it had one. So I just opened the bottom and I pulled it out. And it was just this plastic piece of cardboard with cheese sticking out of it. And it was so ugly. And I was like, there's no way that this is just what it is. And then I realized that the calendar part, you have to pull the top and then it opens. And so I had to slide the cheese back
You just
in.
had the weird guts of the
Yeah,
advent
I had
calendar.
the weird guts of the advent calendar. And I know somebody else who had it. And I was paranoid that I put it in backwards and that I was eating 24 on day one. And so...
You wanted to match up with the other person so
No,
you could share the experience?
Yeah, I was like, oh man, what was the cheese you got on day one? Like I was trying to casually bring it up so I didn't say that. I had to explain. They're like, oh, it's the same. Okay, good. I did it. I didn't fuck it up. I'm not eating backwards. Although that could be fun if you ate a cheese calendar one way, I ate it the other way, meet up in the middle, see what we got, talk about the experience, exchange information. What a journey.
Eating backwards.
I did I don't know if I should talk about this. People were not happy with me. People got angry.
Why not?
I did a food thing. And this is a little old at this point, but I've been meaning to talk about it on the show.
This is something you did publicly? People know about
This is the thing I did publicly. Yeah, I'll just post it here. And I'm going to advise, I'm going to be upfront. The first thing I'm going to say was it's delicious. The second thing I'm going to say,
I'm prepared to be disgusted.
no, I don't think it. It's delicious. Don't do it. That's gonna be my second thing. It's delicious.
Oh, right. Yeah. People were mad at you.
They were mad. They're mad at me. This was an invention I came up with.
Heating marshmallows over a Okay. But you're just getting wax is fuel.
So this is the thing.
You're gonna be burning. You might as well do it over a piece.
So that
can't be healthy.
Well, that's yeah. That was sort of
You're
my
eating
thought.
Candle.
That was sort of my thought. So this is how it started. I learned that there are devices that you can buy. I say devices like it's fucking advanced technology. You can buy things to melt marshmallows. They're like metal. They're shitty. They're like $40, and you can heat marshmallows indoors with them. And I was like, I don't really want to pay $40 for that, but a melted marshmallow, like a little bit burnt marshmallow, it's delicious. So I was thinking, how could I do this? I had an apple on my desk. I had a fork and I had a candle. I was like, I wonder if I can make this work. So between Halo games, I would throw my fork over the candle and I'd get a nice cook going. And yeah, there's a lot of ways.
Got pretty hot too.
Oh, the fork would get hot. It would be a problem sometimes when removing the marshmallow from the fork. At the base, it wouldn't be too much of an issue. It'd take a while.
Is that sitting on your Scarlett that you use to record this podcast with?
The fork is, yes, with the apple.
The superheated fork?
No,
transferring all that heat down to that device?
No.
Into the other metal device.
The hot fucking fork that's sitting on another metal fucking device.
You have never roasted a marshmallow over a candle, my friend, and it shows. It does not get that hot.
Jeff, that's the heat sink for his fork.
That's the heat sink for his fork. Yeah, the heat's being dispersed into the Scarlett.
No, there's no. You don't have to worry about that. It's just the point in which it's over the direct flame. The fork itself doesn't get that hot. Do not do this for several reasons. One, as you brought up, wax will get onto the candle. I never tasted it. I believe this was a soy wax blend. And also the other issue is some wicks are made with lead in them, so do not avoid generally. I don't think it's a common practice. I did not have mine. Was a completely natural wick, zero lead.
Did you check that before though?
Oh no, I had no idea that was a thing. I checked that after.
By the way, Nick says you might as well be cooking this on a tire fire, which I agree. How many?
No, it's not nearly that.
How many
bad.
marshmallows
That is
would you say?
Extreme exaggeration.
How many wax and lead marshmallows would you say you ate?
3. I had 3 I had some guy came at me of like, this fucking idiot's only going to cook one side. Dummy, you don't think I flipped the fork over? You think that this is just how it is?
Wait, how do you get the same position with the fork on its
Oh, you got to
back?
hold it at that point. At that point, you're holding it, or you're like resting it on. I think I had something that was slightly taller than an apple that you could try to. I did attempt that,
Like
and
a
the fork
banana.
slid into the candle.
Okay.
I lost him.
Lost him.
Every single week.
This is what it's like to do a podcast with you lately.
Well, I didn't vanish, though.
You're quiet about it.
We should probably wrap it up.
Yeah, I was actually thinking since
Should we end it while
Eric
he's gone?
since Eric isn't here, we might as well do like a responsible wrap up and like an easy one because it'll frustrate him that he didn't get to participate in it. So Andrew's not here anymore. We suspect honestly he might have burned his apartment down with a candle and a fork and some it's s'mores, I guess. But
I like the idea of him aggressively saying, "No, dummy. Of course, I flipped my fork over as I cooked a marshmallow on a candle, dummy."
Oh my god, I don't know. I would keep waiting for him to show back up because I don't actually want to end it with him not here, but he doesn't seem to be. So fuck it.
What if we end it right? Then he comes back and we don't tell him it ended.
Oh, I like
And then
that.
he just keeps-
Thank you. Thank you for listening to yet another episode of the Face Podcast. Today we talked about a lot. I'll leave it up to the capable mouth of minor league fan Jack to perfectly surmise it in a different episode. But we really appreciate it. And if you like the podcast, if you wouldn't mind telling a friend, recommending it to somebody, we would really appreciate it. Rooster Teeth, which is our parent company, the family umbrella, as it were, is a company that was literally built on word of mouth. And so it's how we survive and it's how we fail as a company. So if you would be so kind as to spread the word, we would certainly appreciate it. Thank you very much. We love you and we'll see you next week. All right.
You know what? I'd be interested if the comment leavers out there want to leave a comment. Which episodes have you shown to other people to get them into this podcast? Because I'd be interested to know which one you picked.
I would like that as well. Like, what is the best episode to introduce someone to Face? Because I guarantee it's not episode 1.
No, that's the thing. It's not episode 1, and there's a lot of lore that runs throughout. So it's like, where do you jump them in?
Where do you jump them in? Yeah. It's
Let us
confusing.
know.
It's still no Andrew, huh?
Shit, we're gonna have to end it.
No, now he's just fucking gone. Oh, now he's back.
No. Okay, so that was really unfortunate. You lost me, and then I came back relatively quickly, and I heard your whole dumb plan of pretending the show's still going on, even though it ended. I heard all of that.
That wasn't a dumb plan. That was a
It
great
It was a ridiculous plan. What I forget is whenever it loses me, I need to leave the call to be able to speak again. So I was just waiting. I was waiting in the bushes. I could hear everything. I was listening to it all. I was waiting for my time to cut in and make my great line. And nothing. Just I say it and nothing picks up. I didn't even say a great line. I was just going to be like, so is this where we pretend that we end the podcast? And then nothing. I can't say a thing. So then I need to leave. It's like I need to scream from the bushes that I'm in the bushes to then re-enter the bushes and be like, surprise! It ruined it.
Hey, do you guys think we should do I was thinking about this last week. Do you guys think sometime next year we should do an apple picking event where we go to like an orchard and we do like when I do my apple trip? I'm saying, do you guys want to go on an apple trip with me next year?
I would love to go on an apple trip with you.
Fall
We could
apple
call
trip.
it Scrump 2022.
You know, I think that's a great fucking title. I love that. Scrump 2022.
Put it on the
And
side.
that brings up I realize the episode ended already, but that brings up a question I have. Do you think there is an etymological connection between the word scrump or scrumping and scrumptious?
What's scrumptious?
You've never heard the term scrumptious?
No.
I've heard scrumptious.
Scrumptious, however you want to say it. Scrumptious. Do you think there's a...
I don't know. Jeff, I haven't heard the word, but maybe.
That character in Chitty Bang Bang, truly scrumptious.
Scrumptious. Scrumptious. I'm saying how it's spelled.
I will say, it was, so in the past, Jeff, we've had disagreements, and you've cited things like the dictionary to prove that you're right, and it is infuriating at times. You had my back on irregardless. Having the dictionary on your side is so much fun. When you're on the other side of it, people are like, that's such a bullshit word. Just being able to be like, hey, you got to go talk to the dictionary people. I'm saying it. They backed it. It's not my fight. I may even agree with you, but it's there.
So I sent you a scrumptious of food, extremely tasty, delicious.
Where'd you send
a scrumptious chocolate tart? I put it.
Where
in
did
the
you
fucking-
send it?
Is it not on the thing? How do I?
No. Where did you put it?
It's not. Weird. Modify attachment. Okay. Just attach.
What do you need to attach?
Oh.
Scrumptious.
Extremely tasty, delicious. I wonder if like the root of it is like so like if it comes from like it's so good it tastes stolen or something. You know
That's what I was about to say. Like how
Oh.
I'm talking about that a Coke is the best beverage in a snow scenario. Does an apple that's stolen taste better?
Yeah,
Right,
maybe.
yeah.
So it'd be like if you got a lot of money that was stolen, you could be like, oh, it feels thiefly.
It spins thiefly. All right. Well, we should.
We made a really long one. That was a long episode.
Jesus, is it really? Oh my God, you're right. It's an hour and 20 minutes. Oh my God, I gotta go get my kid. God damn it. I gotta go.
He's gonna break another phone. This is gonna cause another phone.
I hope not.
Gonna go to
I
the wrong
hope
school.
I've done that before.
All right, take it away, Jack.
Hey guys, minor league fan Jack here with a look at next week's episode of Face. It's the second episode of season 3. Jeff is an Ashton Kutcher fan. Andrew wants a coin toss specialist. Gavin wants some jewelry for his cats. The boys talk about securing bread, and once again, Andrew does not eat the pencil. All that and more on the next episode of Face.
We've been going
1
for
second.
Yeah, like a second. We're just starting, but I loaded into a rank match just when everybody was like, we're gonna go. So I'm in the sand right now in a Halo Infinite rank game, not expecting us to be recording. So I'm doing 2 things at once at the moment.
Jeff, what episode is this?
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Face podcast. My name is Jeff Ramsey. With me, as always, Gavin Free, and it sounds
Hey-o.
like we have one half of Andrew Panton's attention.
Oh, more
Must
than
be,
I'd say 80%.
must be an important soccer match going on if you're not paying attention. I believe this is episode 3. I think this is the second or third episode of year 2, season 3.
You've confused me with that,
which is
though, because
exciting.
you said 81 should be the first episode of season 3, but then you made last episode.
Well, see, no, you're the reason for that. I said 81 should be, and then you said, we don't have to follow a specific path. They don't have to be the same number apart. And I said, okay, they won't be. We'll start at next episode. So there's one episode of difference.
so each season will be incrementally longer than the
Or
previous
shorter.
one.
Who fucking
Oh.
knows? All I know is that this is officially well into season 3, year 2, and year 3 is right around the fucking corner. I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited to be in year 3, season 3. I feel like that's when we hit our stride.
What if this is the season finale of season 3?
I like it. Can we go to season
2
4?
episodes long?
I didn't really want to be in season 3, but I'd love to be in season 4. I support
Don't you
that
think
fully.
season 3 of a show is always a really good season, though?
What do you mean?
It tends to
No, I disagree.
I'll go
What are
I'll go
examples?
further. Season 3 of Always Sunny was phenomenal.
I
It was
I don't know,
easily the best season at that point, and the best season probably till season 5, and then
Season
7 or
3
so.
of Friends, I think, was good.
All right, well, shut up with that.
Joey and Chandler had their stuff stolen. That was funny.
did they?
Oh, was that season 4? That might be season 4.
Is that the one where Joey and Chandler had their stuff stolen? Is it the episode title? What is or is it a plot?
I don't remember.
I feel like the Lost season 3. I feel like sucks. I feel like Lost season 3 is a very
Well, I feel like Lost sucks. How about like when you look at that show in its totality, you're like,
No.
I wasted my time.
absolutely
God damn it.
not. I couldn't disagree more. This is
Well, it
ridiculous.
sounds
This
like-
is as
sounds
bad
like it.
as your Home Alone opinions. which we don't need to get into now.
First off,
You're gonna piss off Eric.
First off, going for let me finish. I was gonna say it's not just TV shows and things with seasons that are the third of the best. I think the third song on an album is almost always the best song on the album. You guys ever notice that?
No.
It's the first. If I listen to a new album, I listen to the third song first every time because I know that's where because the first song is always gonna be a fuck around intro bit. Then the second song is like, and the third song is when like you get like fucking. That's when they kick it in, and that's when it
What
gets.
was
good.
the third song on Thriller? Beat
I don't
It.
know, but it's probably the best song. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, is that the right? And that's just a list of singles. Track listing. The Girl Is Mine.
A real banger from
song.
the album.
That is a great song. What are you talking about? The Girl Is Mine's a phenomenal
It's not
song.
the song of the album, though. Your whole point was the best song of the album is always the third song. That's not the best song of that album.
I would say always. Well, I guess I did say always, but I find it to be the case more often than not. There's probably exceptions to every rule, but I find it to be more often than not the third song is the best song.
The oh god, cat just jumped. How many songs did he do with Paul McCartney?
Michael Jackson?
Yeah,
He did Say, right?
Yeah, and the Girl Is Mine. Apparently,
And The Girl Is Mine.
That's more than I realized.
And that might be it that I can think of.
I don't. So this is what I know is that didn't Michael Jackson own the Beatles catalog? Wasn't that a whole thing?
It's
And
it's funnier than that. But
I
yes, he
see.
did.
Like it's a thing that I vaguely know about, and the way it's described is almost like Paul McCartney got drunk and lost it in a poker game. Like I don't understand.
No, I can tell you the story as I remember it.
I'd love to hear it.
Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson were friends. They played those songs together. Michael Jackson was getting advice. They were just talking about careers and stuff. And Paul McCartney said, gave Michael Jackson the best fucking advice you can probably give a musician. It's what Taylor Swift's going through right now. He said, you should own all your own music. So you should, if you can, you should buy back the rights to all your music. You should own the rights to music. And Michael Jackson went, oh, that's really smart. And then he went and said, why would I just buy my music? The Beatles are really good. I'll buy their stuff too. And he had the money to do it. He said, I'll just own the rights to your shit too while I'm at it. Why not? It's great advice.
That is fantastic. And it wasn't a move to be like, hey, I got this for you. Merry Christmas. Could you imagine coming
it was
downstairs?
like, thanks for the advice. That was really smart. I'm gonna build Neverland Ranch now off the proceeds of Apple Records or whatever.
I couldn't imagine a cooler Christmas gift than coming downstairs and then seeing the entire Beatles catalog is now yours. You just own this. Open up the gifts, just all of the Beatles rights. What a time. What a weird thing. Why didn't Paul McCartney do that ahead of time? Why did he not? How did he have the foresight?
I don't think he realized that Michael Jackson was going to turn around and buy all his shit.
No, but if he knew that was a great idea, how did he know enough that you should do that yet didn't? What does he own? Whose song did he just have his? Like, is this just I give great advice but don't follow it?
No, I'm sure he probably owns like the full catalog to Wings, which was a huge band. And probably all of his solo stuff. And who knows, maybe he owns the rights to some of the Beatles stuff he wrote. I have no idea. I'm not close. Paul and I aren't close. I'm just retelling the story that I remember as I remember it from when I was a kid.
I feel like there could be worse people that own the entire Beatles catalog than aren't Jackson. Like, I feel like weirdly, and people like unfairly take digs at Ringo. It would be hilarious to me if Ringo ended up with it all.
I like Ringo Starr so much.
He has so many albums. He has too many albums.
And I say that with
one
peace
of us
and
should
love.
buy. One of us should buy face.
Yeah?
What's it worth?
I don't know, but you're the one. It sounds like you're volunteering.
Let's get a price. Eric, what's it worth?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like this is just a scam where Eric will tell us an amount and we'll give it to him, and he'll just like write on a piece of paper that you own it. Like,
This is a great idea. This is how NFTs work, I think. So we'll say 60,000.
60,000.
Yeah. So if you want to make that check out to me, that's fine.
I'll put $500 in.
Wow.
Gavin, you come up with the rest.
Could I just buy episodes, or do I have to buy the entire catalog?
Yeah,
Like,
you can
could
buy
I just
individual
own-
episodes. However, they are more expensive that way.
Wait,
A la carte options. Yeah.
You get a volume deal.
I have no idea if 60,000 is an absolute bargain or a complete ripoff. I have what? I literally have no idea which way that would go.
Can we buy somebody? Can we buy something? Can we enter the
well,
market?
we're trying to buy a fucking superhero and it's not working.
That's. I feel like we're more likely to buy some like kind of who is like an artist that is known but not known. Like not like it wouldn't be. I don't know. Trying to think.
You would think we'd be more likely to buy the shit that we already own. This is our podcast.
Yeah, but I mean, it didn't work out well for Paul McCartney.
Well,
the whole
maybe
origin.
we should.
I think
pull a Michael
I'm gonna
Jackson
go.
and-
Well, he's dead as dicks, but I'm gonna assume Paul McCartney's doing just fine.
Oh,
right now, Andrew.
totally fine.
Financially and otherwise.
If we pull a Jackson, maybe we could just buy like Black Box Down or something.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Oh, that's what we want to do. Like, we'll go. Yeah, let's go buy Face Jam. That'd be fucking awesome.
What is?
We'll buy one of.
That's
our,
fine.
One of our
You can. That's 60,000. Also, you can just write me a check for 60,000.
Do you know what
Dude,
I wish you could do? Go ahead.
Eric was just saying that he probably owns the Wings stuff, and I was just gonna say I don't think Wings gets enough credit. It was a fantastic band, fantastic music.
Were they Live and Let Die? Was that technically Wings?
I believe so, yeah. And Band on the Run, and yeah, there were so many.
What were they running from?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I love the idea that Paul McCartney regrets that, and he's like 78 years old and sitting at his fucking kitchen table balancing his checkbook, going, "God damn it, Jackson! Why? Here I am broke trying to pay the bills. I'd only listen to my own advice."
To what? And could we just like throw it on eBay as like an auction? Like, is that like a path? What are the rules to? I feel like there must be rules to this. You can't just buy. It's not just like an open market. There has to be.
Well, it
like
has
a
to be for
shadowy-
sale. I think step one, you got to find something that's for sale. Yeah, I think that's where you're going to get hung up. You're right. You can't just buy anything. It has to.
Well, I mean,
to be available
if
for
the price
purchase.
is right, I'm sure you could buy anything.
Unless it's
That's
a
true.
pinball machine. Those
I was
tough negotiations.
I was trying to buy a pinball machine recently, and the guy basically was like, "You know what? I'm not going to sell it. My kid wants it." And I assumed he just wanted more money because he was like, maybe if the price is right, I'll give my kid the difference, and that will justify him losing his pinball machine. So I was like, "Oh, this freaking guy trying to con me out of money." So I offered him more, and he was like, "No, seriously, my son really wants to keep it." The negotiation just died. I was like, "Why is it on the market?"
Doesn't sound like it is.
Yeah, so I guess I should have just kept offering, like, not that I would pay it, but I should have just seen what the guy's price truly was.
Yeah. At what point will he betray the request of his kid? I'd love to know what that number is.
Do you ever wish that you could just try stuff out that's illegal, but
What do you mean?
Like, well, I basically wish you could try stuff, but up front say that it's just a joke, so like don't apply the law to it.
No. What are you talking about?
A good example was I was watching I was just like falling asleep to crap on YouTube, and at some point I guess it steered into the realm of like customs agents, like documentaries about airports and stuff. And they were like x-raying bags to see like, oh, there's 8,000 cigarettes in this one. Oh, like, oh, there's a little bag of Coke in this one. And it's always like, it always starts with the x-ray where they're looking for like containers that stand out from the rest of stuff. But then I just thought, what if you just filled an entire suitcase with just loose cocaine, like full to the brim of only cocaine? What would that show up like on the x-ray? And I thought it'd be really funny to try to see if I could get like an only cocaine suitcase through customs, because it would just look like nothing.
Gavin, you're
But
just
also I don't. Go ahead.
You're just describing a hidden camera prank show is all you're doing. This is all you've done.
Yeah, but you can't usually do like class A
Gavin
drugs
just
on.
invented punked.
It doesn't need to be actual cocaine. You can get something that looks like you can do the exact same. Ashton Kutcher is just waiting in the. You just did punk. Your idea is punked.
Yeah, you.
Punked
Congratulations.
Also, like, what a weird fucking Do you ever wish that like you get a get out of jail free card is how you set it up, and then your get out of jail free card is just being caught with a giant bag of coke? Like it's not.
The problem with the get out of jail free card is you would use it immediately on something dumb.
Yeah, I wouldn't actually want to do.
You would need the shit.
Yeah, I don't want to do a real
That's
crime. I
interesting.
don't want to sell the coke or anything. I just want
Because
to
you
see.
don't. Okay.
He just doesn't. He wants to do the coke. He doesn't want to sell it.
Let's say you get applied a get out of jail free card, right?
Yeah.
Except it immediately is used the moment you break any law of any kind. How much more complicated your life would be. Jaywalking, technically a fine. Like you got to always use the line. Your
Rolling
life would
stop.
become so much more inconvenienced by like the small weird laws.
What would you be saving it for though? Like,
Or
what is
do you
the crime
just
in
kill
your-
somebody immediately? Do you just immediately murder somebody? Like what do you do?
You still have to live with the memory and the guilt of murdering someone. I don't see how that's useful
I would
in any
never.
way.
Okay, I wouldn't. No, I would immediately try to rob a bank. Robin Hood did it. He seemed good. Well, he didn't rob a bank.
You know
but
there
I
would
think-
be. You know there'd be some sort of a bullshit loophole where you try to rob the bank and the cops come up and you're like, no. I have this get out of free jail or get out of jail free card or get out of free jail card, and the cop looks at it and he goes, this is only valid in the continental United States.
Yeah.
This this had to be presented before you committed the crime. It's
or you
invalid. if it's-
jaywalked on the way to
Those
the bank.
fucking bullshit Uno rules.
It's like technically yes, but you are going to get out of jail free for breaking the glass to get into the bank. But
Yeah.
every offense after that is a cover.
Technically saying put the money in the bag, dickhead, was assault, and that was your first crime. Yeah, the crime would have to be victimless. And
It would
I
have
think,
to.
Well, yeah.
And I think you'd have to really read up on all of the laws because I assume people break the like road laws all the time
Oh, constantly.
Yeah.
without even realizing maybe.
I wonder if there's like once you read. Is there just a book of laws? Can I just like where do I find the book of laws?
Well, it's the law, isn't it? It's like the
Well,
document.
I know it is. Okay. Is there a document? Can I like Airbud rule it and be like, there's no law saying I can't? Like,
Well,
this is
when you're
technically-
defending someone in court, they're not saying like they're not quoting laws from nowhere. It's written like the law is in place physically somewhere. In
Where do
every
I
state,
download
surely.
the law? I want to read all the
how
laws.
big? How big is the PDF of the law?
Canadian Book of Laws, I'm assuming is what it would be called.
Yeah, the Canadian Book of Laws. Now we know what to get you for
Download.
Christmas.
Oh, I cannot wait to read because we can find. I recently, and very comparable, I just recently read through the entire NFL rulebook, and there's some fun stuff in there. There's some room to do whatever you want to do. There's
Like
a thing.
what?
Speaking of it, this is actually a perfect segue. Fucking Gavin won
Whoa.
seven coin tosses in a row. Last episode we recorded or released.
Yep.
There is
That
a
was-
rule.
That was fun to listen to, by the way. I heard that today. Just that part. Ugh.
In the NFL, there's a rule where for the coin toss. So every game opens with a coin toss, and the away team has to make the call, and then they essentially decide if you win, if you want the ball in the first half or the second half is your decision. And there's, I think, an advantage to having it in the second half. So you want to win the coin toss. Technically speaking, the people that are allowed to take the coin toss are, I think, captains of the team, either on the roster, off the roster, or an honorary captain, which typically is used for like members of the armed forces or like just like heroes of some kind. But technically speaking, you could hire a coin toss specialist as a team and have somebody who's just really good at coin tosses. I would love to take an NFL coin toss.
How can you be good at coin tosses?
I think you could. What you say that you won 7 in a row last week. You were
wasn't even
exceptional.
involved. Not only did I not flip any of the coins, or I didn't even call the coins. You took the one I was gonna have, and I was left with the dregs. I did
Yeah, but
nothing.
you won 7 in a row. That coin tilted towards your favor. I think you are an above average coin tosser, and there's sadly no. official tournaments.
I actually think it's the opposite. I think you're exceptionally bad. I don't think it was Gavin being good because he's had coin toss problems in the past.
Okay, go get your coins,
but
Eric.
I think it's
Jeff
your.
versus Gavin. I am not.
I'm just saying. I think it had more to do with you and less to do with him. I do think you're onto something though. Like I don't know why if you're a team, I don't know, Los Angeles Rams, Eric's favorite team. what if you hired like the amazing Kreskin or Frederick Da Silva or some like famous mentalist like Shimlin or like one of those like people that the cops hire in to come in and who's like psychic and tell you how to like touch a piece of fabric and tell you how somebody was died. Like I would have that person on retainer for every coin flip.
I don't like initially when I read it, I thought, oh, they have to be a part of the staff, so like, or maybe an active player, which you have a cap on. So like, I would understand maybe not worth having a coin toss specialist, but it doesn't have to be. You could just have somebody that's all they do, and it doesn't impact you in any other way. And I feel like teams are not utilizing the fact that they could have a specialist in that position, such as Gavin.
No, I agree. I think you've found a glaring loophole in the NFL bylaws that could be exploited to the extreme.
Can all teams share the same tosser? Or the same coin guy, the coin toss specialist?
I love the idea of another team hijacking the coin toss specialist next season. What a play that would be. I think per game, I don't know how that would work. I guess it would depend on what contract and exclusivity you signed with the person you deemed your specialist.
Here's the thing too, that thing snowballs, right? Like let's say, I don't know, Eric's favorite team, the Rams, they hire a coin toss specialist. They hire like somebody from Vegas who's a mentalist who's really good at it, right? Pro coin tosser. Goes really well. It's so fucking successful that they put him on retainer on contract, right? He's now like on contract with the Eric's favorite team, the Rams. And then other fucking teams start to do it. How long until teams are trading coin tossers back and forth like players?
They're like more valuable.
I would love to see the coin toss trade.
It's like, yeah, all right, we'll trade Adam Vinatieri and this mentalist for 2 first-round draft picks.
It would be such low value. It's like when you're trying to do a trade in Monopoly and someone's like throwing their get out of jail free card into the mix. It's like, wow, $50.
Little did they know they jaywalked right before. Like it's completely useless. I agree. I think it would be amazing, and it's something teams should take advantage of. It's upsetting that they don't. There's another just like quick other pivot for rules for a moment. You're not allowed to block a field goal that's going in under the grounds of like it's impossible, first of all, because the ball is flying like 30, 40 feet. Too short. But if you were able to do it, they could still disqualify it on the grounds of that's just unfair. So like it's like a weird like side rule where if you had a team of players drag a tree out in the middle of the play to block the kick, there's technically no rule against that, but it's unfair.
I like that. That's what you go for. Get a tree. You don't go for something that's actually doable, like throw a helmet or kick a shoe.
Or how about you have like Taco Fall or Manute Bowl or Alexei Pokachevsky?
A team did that.
Or some
that's why there's a rule.
7.5 foot tall dude who just shows up to block extra point. I don't know why they don't do that.
No, they did that. There's a team that did that, and it didn't work because he's even at like 7 feet tall. You're way too short for how high the ball goes.
I don't know.
That's like a thing. That was the initial setting of the rule, but it's just I love the clarification. It's unfair. Like just there's no specifics to that. What do you deem as unfair? And I would argue, Gavin, it's easier to drag a tree out onto the field than it is to hit a field goal kick with your helmet by throwing it.
I agree. I feel like if you can throw a helmet at a kicked ball, you deserve to block the field goal.
Yeah, you should actually get points for that. I just really want to see them like staple a jersey to the front of a tree and have it on a wagon and just see a team of like 11 guys immediately try to pull it out.
That, or it's probably hard to hit a field goal with a helmet, but there's 11 people on the field. So what if you're throwing 11 helmets at once? It's like you're carpet bombing.
It's like
the uprights with helmets. That makes a pretty good wall.
When a plane takes off through like a flock of birds, it blows out one of the edges.
That's in your defense. Like you don't even rush the kicker. Everybody just stands in place and throws their helmets in the air like it's a graduation and just hope. This is great.
Oh my God.
We are innovators in the NFL.
Yeah, we are. I feel like I've been thinking a lot about 2022. That's next year, right? 2022? That's the one?
Yes.
Is this in 2022 yet? Is this the last one of 2021?
I'm going to need some Eric on that.
This is the last one of 2021.
Okay. Well, that's good. I was thinking about next year, and then I realized, this is about an hour ago, then I realized I don't know what this year is, and I had to sit down and figure out it was 2021 still. So next year is 2022. I've been thinking about content and what we can do, and I think that we can hit sports in a big way next year, and maybe this is it. Maybe we need to we need to be rule innovators in professional sports.
I think that'd be great.
That's Puss Puss. No, that's not Puss Puss. Thank you. That's a football. He's got a squeaky football. Nothing else on earth matters or has mattered to Henry Hatfield in the last 60 days other than this fucking football. And it is resilient. He usually destroys the squeaky toy by now, or the squeaking mechanism. This thing is going strong.
I don't know if the audience has ever noticed, but you only hear the squeaks when Jeff's talking. That's because I assume Nick has to cut out the squeaks from all of the other time during the podcast. It's constant work.
It's one of my favorite things to hear somebody else talking and like nobody else speaking except you just hear the squeak. Just the squeak in the background as someone else is talking. It's great.
What's funny too is like, and I truly believe this dog is as intelligent as a human. Just doesn't have the vocal cords. Because this motherfucker has been in this room with me all day. I've had 3 meetings in here, like hour-long meetings. He is silent. He doesn't care. But he knows. Like, he knows when face starts, it's time to start squeaking. He doesn't do it on other podcasts that I sit in on, other videos that I guest in on. No conference calls, no Zoom calls, no nothing. But this particular podcast, he's like wakes up. He's like, oh, shit, I'm sorry. I'm on the clock. I gotta get to it. It's bizarre. Oh, man, I just looked at him, and the way he's sitting, I saw into his asshole. That was a lot of dog butthole. Ugh. All right.
Oh. Have you ever seen those little things that people like put around the tails of their cats and stuff, and it like drapes a little anus blocker down, so it like hangs in front of their asshole?
Oh.
Like an asshole curtain?
Yeah, it's like, if you don't want to see your cat's anus, don't get a cat. Like, what? That's the most. What if we sold a face anus curtain?
I hate this.
I love it. Is that a kitty butt plug? Oh, that's even worse because that seems sexual.
No, it's not a plug. It doesn't go in their ass.
What Eric showed is.
No, I think that's hanging around its tail.
It's hanging around its tail.
It almost looks like a Medal of Honor.
You think they put that inside the cat?
I'm looking at a tiny thumbnail of a cat with a blue disc sticking out of its ass. I don't know how it got there.
Here's my issue with this product. To me, it implies that you're looking at your cat's asshole so much that you bought a product to stop doing it, that you just naturally weren't. The fact that you had to spend money to get rid of this problem, it's a strange vibe that gives.
Yeah, it's kind of like at that point, like you're the one that keeps looking.
Yeah. The way that Nick is defending this product, it's like he owns 6 of them. It's like he's a big.
Nick is sitting on a cache of these things. That being said, this is a product I want to sell. Now that I know it exists, I absolutely want to put a face logo on that and sell it.
You should make sure it's not cruel. Like, it doesn't get in their way when they're cleaning themselves and stuff. Because it doesn't seem right to hang something over the anus of another creature.
It doesn't. Yet we do it to ourselves all day, every day.
Oh, that's true.
Like, I've never... Gavin, you and I have been friends. How old are you? 30 what?
33?
39? 33 years old? I've known you since you were 15. So what is that? 28 years? 50, 18 years? Something like that? Whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
whatever the math is.
years.
18 years? I've never seen your asshole. I've never even come close to seeing your asshole.
You've never seen my penis either.
I've never seen your penis.
I don't.
Unfortunately, that doesn't go. That conversation. We can't say that both ways. You've seen my penis so much, but yeah, I have no idea what your butthole looks like.
I mean, I don't entirely know. I've never sort of gone in front of a mirror.
It's not an easy thing to get a look at.
What % of Gavin have you seen? Asks Eric. You must have seen 90. You see me in like swim trunks.
I would say I've seen like 87% of Gavin.
I've probably seen 10% of Andrew.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, how do I even equate that?
Hands and face, pretty much. Shins.
First, as a big shorts guy, I feel like 10% is a low number. I feel like I'd see more than that. I think a pants guy, you can maybe make that case.
I mean, if I'd ever seen your back, I would probably have seen 80% of you, I assume. Because
it is all back. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's actually a great point. It is 80% back. I have a question for you, Gavin.
Okay.
As we're talking about, Jeff and I were talking, and it kind of relates to something else we should talk about that we're actually going to sell that we haven't mentioned on this show yet. But
is that what I think it is?
Yeah, but before we get to that, I'd love to hear Gavin's thought on this. If you were to sell a niche product for face, and you knew it would be fine, it would be profitable, people would buy it, doesn't matter what it is, what would you pick?
Oh my God. Has it got to be something funny?
No, it can be whatever you want.
No,
It doesn't have to be funny at all.
One of those things that goes over the bread bag to keep it closed.
What do you mean? Like a clamp? Like a bread clamp?
Not necessarily a clamp. Sometimes you get those things where it's kind of like a
those plastic.
It looks like a
things?
dog. It looks like a dog tag with like a little divot cut in the middle, and you just kind of shove it over the spun around bread packet.
Looks kind of like Henry's anus, actually, now that I think about it.
I don't feel like I'm imagining the right thing, or Jeff is wildly incorrect based on that description.
I'm
or
thinking of
the thing that closes a bread, like when you buy it from the store, one of those plastic clips, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up.
I would immediately I appreciate. I mean, that's loading. Oh yeah. Okay. That's just a fascinating way to describe that,
Yeah.
Jeff.
Holy shit! That came out on my birthday, June 19th. That's awesome. That's fucking badass. Me and the bread clip have the same birthday.
The bread expired on your face. Look at a picture like that. Do you ever wonder who took that? Like, who thought, I'll get a close-up of this and post it? Was it taken specifically for Wikipedia?
I don't, yeah.
Oh, dude, that's the official Wikipedia one. It's Jeff's birthday. That's amazing.
That's so good.
I don't know what that means, but it means. It definitely means something.
Yeah,
I love it.
Face one of them.
I do you use those? I never use those after the first use.
Are you like a spinner and then crusher kind of guy? Where
yeah,
you, like,
I'm
put the weight of the bread on the.
Yeah, generally.
Yeah.
They're a little tedious.
I find
those things.
A spin and tuck is what you do.
What's a spin and tuck?
It's exactly what we just described.
Yeah, you spin it and then you put the end under the bread and let gravity handle it.
Yeah.
I do that as well, but only after that piece of shit little clip breaks on the second use because they suck.
So if we had
that one's probably good. That's a display model. I'm sure that one's made out of titanium or something, but yeah.
What if we had a high quality aluminium custom cut face bread closer?
Ooh.
I don't think you'd be a spin and tuck guy after that. What if it was really nice and smooth to put on too? You didn't have to like get it caught in the plastic. It was just like a deluxe premium item.
I love this idea because I feel like this product was invented and hasn't been innovated on since that time. It's been the exact same for however many years. We could even make it collectible.
Yeah.
Collectible bread clip?
Yeah, like everyone has a different date on it, and there's one for every day of the year.
You know how we can get away with this too? This is how we capitalize on this. This is great. This is the new metal straw. Do you remember when everybody got all up in arms about straws and then they were like, holy shit, they're destroying the environment? This is plastic too. We got to eradicate plastic bread clips. They're destroying the fish. That's a fish killer right there. You're looking at that thing murdered a trout. You need a metal, aluminium, permanent bread clip. You buy it once, you have it for the rest of your fucking life, and you save the fish, save the world. Think about future generations. Think about our children, for God's sakes.
But are they selling the bread just open then? Like, how are they closing it in the stores?
Probably with a twist tie.
I thought you were saying... I thought your point, Jeff, was that we make an alternative to that.
Yeah.
And then it just, the whole world adopts the face bread clip.
Yeah.
We take it over.
I love it.
I like this idea a lot. I feel like I must have 10,000 of those in my house because I lose every one and I've never seen them again. I don't know where they go.
I have pieces of 10,000 of them for sure.
why do you keep them?
What do you mean?
You said you had a load of them.
They get lost.
Yeah, like I lose them immediately, and I've never seen them again. So I feel there's somewhere.
Okay, so
they have to
ours needs to be magnetic then, so you can have like a little storage spot for it when you've got no bread in, and then you know exactly where it is every time you buy bread.
Ooh,
I love it.
Okay, well, if it has to, whatever we do, it has to be compatible with the wrist pocket and how that carries. Whether
so it's Velcro
magnets or Velcro, whatever it is, that needs to be part of that.
I feel like we've gotten off track on some of our wrist innovations the last couple weeks, which I get. I mean, it's the holidays. We've got a lot going on. There's a lot of business to close at the end of the year. So I think that we're going to dive back into that early in 2022. And I agree with you. I think we're going to end up, oh my God, we're going to have the most amazing utility belt of dumb shit when we're done with this thing. Speaking of dumb ideas, literally just had the best dumb idea while you guys were talking about this. I was thinking of shit we could sell that people don't currently sell that makes so much sense. We sell 2 left socks, right? That's a dumb joke that we have because of my sock issue.
But we kind of
you know what?
We sell the left sock and the right sock.
Yeah, we sell the left sock and the right sock. Do you know what nobody on Earth sells?
Go for it.
Bread
A
clips.
pair of socks that has an extra sock. 3 socks.
3 socks.
Because you always lose a sock in the dryer, right? So you buy a pack of socks, but it has a 3rd extra sock. Then you set that aside, and in a month, when you can't find your other fucking sock because you did your laundry and it's gone forever, you just break out the extra sock. Boom! It's the same thing as when you buy a button-up shirt and they sew that extra button on the inside.
Yeah, but it's like they sew a shirt onto the inside of the shirt. It makes no sense.
No, it makes total sense. It makes total sense. Everybody loses socks.
No,
I
agree.
have a drawer full of unmatching socks because socks go missing constantly. This makes sense. Nobody should ever sell 2 socks again. You should only sell socks in pairs of 3s.
But if you're worried about it, buy 2 pairs of everything. 4 is better than 3. Why would you ever want 3? Because at least with extras. 4, you can use both pairs until you drop one.
Ludicrous. That's ludicrous. Why stop at 4? Buy 100.
I agree with Jeff. I think all socks
agree
need to
with
be
Jeff?
sold. I do. They need to be sold in odd numbers, and then you have a separate drawer that is your for not in use socks. And then whenever you're missing, you lose a sock, you go into the not in use socks.
Immediately
and
at the beginning, you have spares. If you have 4, there's no waste from storing spares. You just have socks all the time that can be worn.
No, because then I'll be upset that I've now lost. Okay, so if I have 3 socks, Gavin, let's say I have 4. Let's say I have 2 pairs, right? Yep. I lose 1 sock. Now I have a pair and a half. And then I might lose another. Then I have 1 pair. If I have 3
it's
socks,
the psychology behind it. Yeah.
If I lose, lose 1,
the worst case scenario being what you want. You were like,
no,
it's inevitable.
He's right.
It will happen, but instead of losing 2 pairs, I have just gained 1 because I had a 3rd.
Exactly. When I buy 4 socks, I can't like even if I'm buying, say I buy a pair of socks that comes with 2 extras. I'm not buying a pair of socks that comes with 2 extras. I'm buying 2 pairs of socks so that when I lose one of the socks, now I'm down a pair of socks. That fucking sucks. But if I only buy 1 pair of socks and then I lose a sock, if I can break out the extra, then I'm back up a pair. It makes total sense. Oh my God. We got to do this tomorrow.
Jeff and I looking at a package that says 1 pair of socks plus 2 spares and just be like, you can't fucking trick me. That's just 2 pairs. I'm not buying this bullshit.
Oh my
You're
God.
both psychopaths.
No, it makes
Well,
sense.
we're going to be rich psychopaths. We're going to be sitting on a fucking pile of gold that socks
And then you know what we're going to do once we got all that fucking sock money, Gavin? We're going to buy your bread clip right from underneath you. We're going to Jackson you, and then there's nothing you can do about it.
You two are both about just kidding yourself. It's like people who set their clocks 10 minutes. What?
Did you travel in time 10 minutes when you said that? Like it was, you left this plane of existence.
I'm just too annoyed.
I love when your brain can't catch up to your mouth. It is one of my favorite things. Oh
shit. You know what I mean.
Oh my God. I wish I did.
I have 2 product ideas.
Okay.
Before Jeff has
I forgot you asked me this question.
Yeah,
with
that's
the
how we
intent
got
of
here.
saying what you wanted to come up with.
Well, do you want to say yours, Jeff? Because yours were great too. I don't feel like we had a bad idea of this.
Mine are toilet related. Typically, I would like to sell face bidets. I mean, we already humped bidets for fucking advertisers, right? So why not? And it's something that I use every day of my life, multiple times a day. It's something that's brought me a lot. It's changed my life. So I think in all seriousness, a face branded bidet I think would be great because I feel like it'd be spreading cleanliness to the world, and I want to promote that. The second one is more of a joke. I think we should sell giant pink porta potties. I think that would be fun too.
Full size, like functional?
Yeah. Like why you always go down to like the park or like at a construction site and you see it's like Shit-O-Matic or like whatever their fucking brand is, the turd bird or whatever. Why not one that just says face? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
face but for your butt.
it'd be cool to be at venues like when you see them all in a line, like festival shitters, if they all just said face on them. I just feel like no one's gonna buy a one-off face bog.
I suggested we get some like bootleg Legos and have a build your own shitter type thing. Have your own little set, which could be great.
To which I suggested we should sell dioramas of Andrew's apartment room of his bedroom. let people navigate around and move the sushi container, and yeah, it'd be fun.
I want like a shot-for-shot remake of that Halo 3 diorama trailer, but with all just shit from Andrew's apartment.
Was that Halo 3 or was that Reach?
It was Halo 3 because it was Master Chief.
That was an amazing commercial.
So I have two product ideas, and one of them Jeff knows about.
Okay.
One of the, should I go with the one you know about, Jeff, or should I go with the one I have today? Because I think the one I have today is a real fucking winner as well.
Oh, well, let's go with the old one, and then that'll be
okay. So the first one, this is like a strange. I can't wait to hear your reaction to this. You know the channel, Gavin, where it's just a burning log, and it's for like they play it over the holiday season.
Yeah.
I want us to do one of those, but there's like no bit. I just want us to make one of those, and I want to be the log guy because I feel like I'd be a great log guy.
What does the log guy do?
Yeah, he like throws an extra log in, he pokes the fire, he distributes it, he keeps the flame going. You gotta have good technique. I'll watch those for a long time, and I've got a lot of opinions on log technique. Some of them, the guy just has no log management skills at all. His placement is all off. I would love to do one of this.
Do you see the log guy?
Yeah, every once in a while you see the hand come into frame and they start poking it with the fire poker and they throw another log in. The log management by some people in these tapes leaves a lot to be desired, and I think we could go in and fill this market up.
So we'll just see like your arms and shins.
Yeah, you just see my arm come in every once in a while. You see me throw a log in. You see that fire be maintained. I will keep that fire going for the entirety of however long this tape is.
You do realize there'll be tremendous judgment on your log management skills.
I am ready.
You've talked it up.
I've been practicing in the shadows for years, Gavin, and I am ready to be judged. I have an elite log management skill, I believe.
Do you have access today to a fireplace?
No, I do not.
You could. Okay. We need to get one. Seriously, we need to get one. We need to film this, and then we just need to put it up on the Face YouTube channel with no.
We should
put the appropriate metadata on it. Oh, it's got a loop. It's got to be hours long.
Oh, it has to be so long, like at least 8 hours.
Yeah.
I'd assume.
Yeah,
8 hours of real time.
Yeah, 8 hours of real time because you got to have real time to put new logs in. You got to be able to display the log management skills.
I bet. And you this don't even know how many logs you'll need.
Oh, you think I don't? You don't think I'm a big fucking fireplace guy around the holidays?
In my head, you're a log rookie.
These are some fucking. You know what? I was gonna do it. I was gonna buy your dumb bread clip just as a gag. It's now personal. I'm not coming for that bread clip. I'm gonna get a patent in right now. As soon as we're done recording, I'm patenting our new.
It already exists as a bread clip.
No, not our new version. No. Not the new version with the magnets and whatnot. I'm taking it. I'm patenting it.
Can I say, Andrew, that this reminds me, this is in support of your phenomenal idea. This reminds me of a conversation I just had with my girlfriend on Sunday. Before I even knew about this, before you even posed this question to me and you explained the fire idea to me, my girlfriend and I, we had a party at the house on Sunday for like a work party for her. And I, on the TV, just so you don't have like a fucking lame off TV, we turned on one of those one of those like Christmas, fireplace videos on YouTube. And then we got obsessed with trying to find the seam in it of where where it repeats, because it's clear that the log is not burning down And we probably fucked around with that thing throughout the course of the night. I probably spent about 20 minutes staring at that thing, just trying to catch it repeating, and never able to, and just driving myself mad trying to figure out if the log was actually burning down or if it was just repeating. And I'm all about it. I think now it's all I can think about is I want to watch a fire actually go down over the course of like 8 hours. I don't want to watch 3 minutes of a fire on loop for 6 hours.
No, those are bullshit.
I want to watch 8 hours of Andrew tending a fire, and I wish I could film it today. I could film it here. I have a gas fireplace, unfortunately, so it'd be boring and lame.
We should future-proof it. We should shoot it in like 8K or something.
Oh my God, that's a great idea.
8K of footage of the fireplace.
Do you have the ability to shoot in 8K, Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay. Coming in 2022, just at some point during year 3, season 3, 4, or 5, potentially, Face is going to release an 8-hour fire tending film on YouTube that is you will ring in every holiday for the rest of your life in stunning 8K. It is going to be so crisp, and the fire is going to be so well tended, you'll swear you can feel the heat.
I'm going to need some more memory cards. How big will that file be? It'll be like 20 terabytes.
Well, you got most of a year to figure it out.
Okay.
This is product 2. I mean, first one, I mean, that sounds viable within itself. That's happening now. That's locked in. Second one, I think we could do, it's a summer item, so I think we're going into the season for it. It's perfectly timed. This is what I want to do. Let me save a photo of this. Summer. What is a staple of summer? Summer fun. It's outside. You're gonna play. What is a great childhood item? A toy, I guess you could call it.
Paddling pool.
Paddling pool is a great
Slip
one.
and
You're
slide.
in the right.
Oh, yeah.
Nick
said slip
immediately
and slide,
nailed
yeah.
it. Slip and slide. A slip and slide is a fantastic thing. My images don't want to update, so I'm not going to use an example. I'm just going to explain it. This is what I want. Slip and slide. You know how they have like those things that you can inflate over slip and slide, or maybe it's like a little bit to the left of it. Well, I want one of
that
those.
bit?
Oh, it's just like a piece of, and sometimes it's an elephant. Sometimes it's just like a visual prop. It doesn't necessarily really matter. I want a slip and slide where either to the left of it or maybe directly in front of it is Pedro Martinez, and you can be Don Zimmer. You run at Pedro Martinez, then slide down the slip and slide, get the real Don Zimmer experience. I think we should do a Zimmer slide, is what I think we should sell.
Is he holding out like an inflatable arm at the end that you just have to have hit you right in the middle of the head and push you down?
I'm open to ideas. I just want to slip and slide with Pedro Martinez at the front of it.
I think we should fully investigate that, and assuming that that for whatever reason Pedro Martinez is not on board with this, and obviously he and the Zimmer estate would be. But if we run into any kind of licensing issues, when you were saying it, I thought you kept saying slip inside, and that got me thinking, what if we made a slip and slide that's got it's like a tube that you it's like inflatable, and then so you slip, it's like instead of going on a slip and slide, you go through a slip and slide, and then you call it slip inside.
Okay,
What's the
but
benefit
what?
of
No,
being in a
no.
Oh, you put some lights or something in it. I don't know. It's like
I can round this idea out. When you enter the tunnel, as you progress through it, it goes.
Slip inside a grown tube.
Which perfectly segues to what we need to talk about.
Nick doesn't know about this. He wasn't here.
Eric, tell Nick what it sounds like.
Hey, Nick, we talked about on our last break shit, we needed to create a new piece of thing that you know that tube that turns over that goes, yeah, they're called groan tubes, and baby, we're making them.
It's better than that, Nick. And I'd like to apologize to the audience. We made a promise a long time ago. Maybe promise is a strong word. Made a statement a long time ago that we were going to try to keep main face canon out of the side stuff. Like the face break shit is like side content. I don't want if you just want to listen to the podcast, I don't want you to miss stuff that happens in the break shit because you don't want to watch that content. I get it. But unfortunately, something happened so brilliant on the last break shit that as the episode was starting, which, by the way, feel free to watch this on YouTube or the Rooster Teeth site. It's a phenomenal video. As the episode was starting, the guys got into a conversation about those groan tubes and what they were called. And before the episode was over, Ecom had already mocked up a version of it and submitted. We approved it. Eric approved it, and we had already submitted the order. They are on their way right now. Before the face break shit episode was over, this product was on order, and we're gonna call it the fuck stick, and I think it's phenomenal. And we also discovered I had never seen or heard of these things before.
I don't know how you've avoided them. It makes no sense.
They didn't exist when I was a kid.
It was 3 people on set just going, and Jeff going, what? It was perfect.
Should we all do it now? Should we all do it at the same time to recreate what it was like?
Yeah, go ahead.
So if you didn't watch the face break shit, you missed an hour and a half of that. Anyway, I thought that was a brilliant example of creativity in action. Had the idea, and before the show was over, it was already being built. I don't know when they're gonna come out, but
You can watch it all on YouTube.
You can.
yeah.
We have a YouTube channel.
It's gonna be and I'll be honest, I'm not trying to market our shit here or anything, far be it. But you should probably go to that YouTube channel and bookmark it anyway, because in some 6 months to a year, the world's best 8K fire footage is going to come out, and you're going to want to go back and watch it.
I would be terrible for the environment, but it would be really funny to do one of those where it is one of those videos for like 7 hours, and then the fire leaves the fireplace, and then by like the end of the stream, the entire house around it burns down. Just everything's destroyed.
It just slowly zooms out as more catches on fire.
Yeah, or maybe it never even leaves frame. It's just like you kind of pull out from the beginning and can see the whole fireplace instead of being like right up in it like it typically is. And just like, I don't know, maybe like a stocking catches on fire and then it just expands and then the whole wall eventually goes. That'd be great. Terrible. Shouldn't do it, but it'd be funny.
I mean, worse is done for movies. They burn shit all the time.
That's fair.
That's true.
It's a very good point.
As long as you get the
It's a great
shot,
point.
that's all that matters.
It is. Yes. Literally all that matters.
I'm very excited to get my hands on a fuck stick and make the noise because I only know the noise through you guys, and so I'm excited to see it in action.
Which movie has the worst carbon footprint, do you think, in terms of like how much stuff or like how much explosions, or maybe something like Apollo 13 where they actually kept doing like Vomit Comet to get the zero-G stuff? I bet that was terrible for the environment.
Oh, man. I watched... Oh, hold on. You talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to Google something.
Talk about
I'm trying to think of... Does it have to be that sound? Can we make it whatever we want? Like, how does that sound get created?
I think it's just
Certainly.
the physics of it.
Yeah, I was going to say, nobody picked that sound. That just had to have been the result of... There wasn't...
But someone somewhere accidentally put something in a tube once and went, Jesus.
It's not like taking it back to Breaking Bad where they're trying the different dipping sauces. There's no guy sitting at a table flipping those over to a variety of noises that was like, that one. I want that
Yeah, I
one.
feel like they didn't audition that sound. What do you think the alternative sounds would have been if they were creating them deliberately?
I don't know, but I like the idea of it being like a child invented it. It was just like, Dad, I want a toy that goes,
if a slide whistle is from heaven, the stick thing is from hell. In terms of the noise it makes.
Undeniable. Are you done Googling, Jeff?
Yeah, what is Jeff doing?
Yeah, like what? How long?
No, I'm working on it.
Working on what?
He's like trying to find a movie.
I'm just trying to find I watched a movie last year. We're talking about carbon footprint and just like terrible things. I watched
You're
this
filling
movie,
Eric in like he wasn't listening.
I watched
I've
this
been here the whole time.
movie.
I got it. You don't have to reset. It's a podcast.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the name of the movie. I believe it was a Michael Antonioni film from the 60s, and I believe it starred Monica Vitti. But I can't seem to track it down. Anyway, the point is, it was a really cool movie about I don't know, just people in Italy in the 50s that were disconnected from their lives. But it was kind of like it had kind of like a weird, like industrial, almost like pre-David Lynch industrial kind of like portending that industrialization is going to destroy society kind of bent to it. And it was a black and white film, but they wanted to like desaturate the world. And so they got a bunch of lead, like silver paint and gray paint, and they painted all the trees and all of the nature permanently with this paint and just killed
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
all the foliage in this area of Italy to make it look more industrial. Then, they didn't realize what they were doing at the time, but yeah, it was just fucking brutal. And I bet that kind of shit happened all the time from like 1920 to like 1960.
I was going to say Michael Bay, but I think you
That's
won.
horrendous.
I think you won. I think you took it with that.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
It's terrible.
Was it La Notte? No, it wasn't that one. Anyway, I'll figure it out some other. It's not important. You guys are never going to watch it. Yeah.
Well, since we have to record 2 of these, we should wrap this up.
Happy New Year to everyone
Happy
watching.
New Year.
Yes. Absolutely.
Dude, what are you guys going to do for New Year? What are your big New Year's plans? Do you guys have anything crazy you're going to do?
New Year's plans? Well, immediately when we're done here, I'm going to the patents office and I'm going to file a new product called the Edge Wise. So that's my immediate plans.
People were kicking off about edgewise, comparing it to like, well, what about like clockwise? And it's like, how does that make any sense either? You want to slowly rotate your point into a conversation? What are you on about?
There's nothing I love more than slowly rotating my point into one of our podcast conversations. It's something I strive for every show we record.
And that's a wrap on 2021. See you guys next year. Or whatever.
Here's a little preview of 2022 from Mr. Patillo.
Hey guys, minor league fan Jack here with a look at next week's episode of Face. Andrew needs a new computer very badly, and he didn't look at the circle. Gavin thinks he's funny. Seriously, Andrew needs a new computer. Jeff continues to defend Home Alone, and once again, Andrew does not eat the pencil. All that and more on the next episode of Face.
Holy shit, goddamn, here we are, 2022, first episode of the year. Face, we just started, Andrew. You're starting off 2022 with a bang. Can you believe it's already year 3? Is it? No. When does year 3 start?
On the second anniversary of Face.
Yeah.
So episode
when is
100
that?
104.
Can you believe it's almost year 3, but we're already 3 episodes into season 3 at this point? Man, the time flies.
Computer freeze? Frozen?
Is this a bit?
I don't.
Can you hear
I don't
us?
think we.
Wait, can you hear me or
We hear you, and can you hear us?
Oh yeah, it's just frozen. My screen is frozen. I'm trying to print the law. My screen was frozen. It's just showing Jeff talking and nobody else lighting up. So I thought I froze again. This is typically what happens when I disconnect during the show. Are we? What?
How
season
many
are we in?
pages of the law have printed out?
I don't know. It's downstairs. I'm just assuming I'll just check in on it.
You
by
just
the time.
sent the law to a different room and it's just printing away.
Printer is downstairs. I don't know what you want from me. I don't have a printer up here. Like I can't send it. What am I printing it on in this room? If I keep it in this room, what am I doing, Gavin?
Well, I don't know. You have a Keurig in there, so who knows?
It's true. That's a fair point. I can't argue that. I don't like that I can't see who's talking and when. I feel like I'm constantly frozen. and I
That's
don't
your
trust anyone.
fault.
Tell
That's
our voices
your
apart.
fault.
No.
That's your fault. You did that. No, yes,
No,
you did that.
First of all, I wasn't saying no to you. I agree with you. You're right, Eric. This is. Oh, I'm back. We're good. Never mind. We're fine. It unfroze. We're good. I want to talk about a thing before I forget because we should have mentioned it last time because it's specific to the one we recorded before. I immediately texted Gavin this once we finished. I completely misunderstood the turkey sandwich story. I don't think I could see. I misinterpreted what was going on in that image so badly.
So what you were laughing at was potentially funnier than what happened in my story.
It is quite. I think you can maybe make the case that my version is funnier, but makes absolutely no sense in the logistics of how planes work or how you describe it.
So where's that picture? Do we still have it? Like,
Yeah,
did you
I
misunderstand the picture?
So I'm gonna post the photo again. We're gonna revisit this. It'll be in the chat now.
Okay.
So the way that
how do you misunderstand this?
I guess I only, speaking of Gavin talking about his peripheral vision failing him, I feel as though I only used my peripheral vision to fully look at this photo. I only looked out.
What?
I only looked out your window. I never
What?
paid. I never really.
What?
I never
It's
really.
circled in a giant red circle, man.
So this is how I interpreted the photo, and maybe with your peripheral vision, you could do the same. I was looking at a window, and to my right is a wall. You're facing a wall. That's a wall with a hole.
Wait. 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 What? What? Wait. What?
So I interpreted it as like you're sitting at the front of the plane. You're at the front of whatever section you're in, and to
Why
your
is
left
Jack
is
typing?
We've got mice in the pantry. How is Jack in our Discord right now?
We could so mess with Jack because he's not listening.
Yeah.
We could do something like,
Yes.
okay, and then
Were you waiting for one of us to have an idea?
I've had the idea.
Okay.
I don't want to type. That's the funniest. What a fucking great idea. You're a goddamn genius.
You're the funniest person I've ever met. That is the funniest fucking thing I have ever seen in my entire life. Oh my god.
I was going to post that later, but the fact that Jack started typing in here was just, it made it the perfect time.
Oh my god. Do you want to explain what you just posted?
Well, I kind of came in out of order, actually, but I posted a picture of Jack and his car, then a picture of his... Who left?
Who do you
Andrew left. Andrew left.
It's okay.
I posted a picture of Jack's car, then I posted a picture of Jack's car key, and then I put an arrow to under his car seat, and then I posted a picture of a bag of cocaine.
And a big picture of Jack smiling next to the car.
Just so Jack has to look at all these pictures and assume that they're somehow in this episode.
I'm glad you did this. Because I've been thinking about this, but didn't know the timing of it. Or people would be mad because they like the segment so much.
I can't take it. It's too funny.
The sequence is great. You're definitely telling a narrative that Jack is smuggling cocaine in the back of his car.
Oxygen.
You okay, Jack?
I'm sweating from laughing so hard. Oh my god. Oh. The longer Jack doesn't respond, the funnier it gets.
Now I'm nervous that he's gonna be mad.
That's what makes it so much better.
Especially next week on Face. 3 pounds of cocaine are under my car seat.
Oh man.
He got a get out of jail free card. He's doing your idea. He was inspired. He was inspired
Apologies
by your...
for the very visual gag there to the audience, but I assume we can somehow make a picture out of it on Instagram.
So what I was saying, the turkey thing. I view that as a wall. You're right.
Okay, so which going back to this, which is where's the wall?
So the window in front of you, I thought that was a wall and not a window. And I thought
but But it's a window. There's
I-
shit out of it. You can see out of the window.
Listen, I understand. This is really dumb. And I only learned this because I was describing what had happened and nobody knew what I was talking about. I assumed I'd created in my head that because of COVID and wanting like distancing, that if you had a wall seat, they had like a little food hole to put the food through. And so in my head, your version of the story, you're looking out that window and then they shoved a turkey sandwich through the food hole and that's what you got spooked at. Not that it was just a reflection in the window in front of you. My perspective.
Do you think he's in solitary confinement? They're shoving his food through a fucking hole?
I haven't been on a plane in several years at this point. I don't know what's going on in the sky. I had questions too about how this would even work. It didn't really make sense in my head, but that's how I interpret it.
Just imagining some guy getting blasted by the wind, stood out in the wing, trying to shove turkey sandwiches into the first class cabin.
Obviously, it was not outside. I assumed it would be like where the attendants would be. There's a wall, and there's the natural barrier. Sometimes there's a toilet on that wall on the other side of it. And I assumed that they had a food hole for the wall, so you didn't have to be near the person to give them their turkey sandwich.
So when I was saying about how the reflection and like the optical illusion, what I don't understand which part I thought was the plane. Do you think I was just looking at someone's hand come through the hole with a turkey sandwich and that looked like a plane? All right.
Okay. I think you've stumped him. Ay.
God. Today is a technical nightmare. I went into Achievement Hunter. Nothing worked. I was there for 2 hours, filmed nothing. Had to leave.
Are you serious?
To come home and
film
film my video, which is now like being rushed, and that broke too. Now this doesn't work.
Do you think it's you?
Oh yeah.
Too many coincidences, right?
I got good coin luck, but technically wise.
Oh man. Dude, I cannot wait to see how Jack handles this. It is, Gavin, that is really the funniest fucking thing to me. I don't know why. It's just, oh God. It's the best. How long have you been holding on to that? That's an idea.
I came up with it last night.
Nice. Look at you coming up with ideas. That's awesome. Do you think?
I mean, the goal is to make it seem like you didn't plan a bunch of stuff, right? Where it's more spontaneous.
Yeah. Oh, you giving a little peer behind the curtain? I write all this shit down.
No, I write it all down, but the way I bring it up is often like if it's near a conversation, I can just pluck from the list, and it seems less like I'm stopping the conversation to come up with something.
What are you talking about?
Totally agree.
What are you on now?
Well, my computer's still frozen. I have bits.
Stop printing the law.
Well, okay. I've stopped. Okay. I stopped. The print has stopped. My computer's still frozen. I plugged my Xbox headset into my phone. I'm now talking into my microphone for recording the show. I'm talking into two mics right now, but I can hear you through until I I think I've unfroze. I think we're okay. Sorry.
It sounds like you're calling me from a season 1 Red vs. Blue recording.
I made that joke. I made that joke like a week ago.
Blood gulch.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I unfrozen? I'm unfrozen. I'm gonna swap back. I'll be
2022
do you think
sucks.
you're going to have any problems editing this, or you think it's just going to be pretty straight and narrow?
Easy peasy.
Oh, Nick just said, dude.
2022 is off to a shit start for Nick, man. Are you back, Andrew?
I'm good. I'm back. Sorry about that. We're all good.
Which part did you hear me ask you about?
Flexion.
Did you think I got scared by a guy's hand coming through a hole and not a reflection?
Okay, well, I missed it. It froze again. I missed.
Oh my God!
What do you say? Sorry, I was gonna do a bit, but it actually happened. Stop.
I just don't care enough about the answer to ask you again.
Okay.
Did you think that I got scared by a guy's hand with a turkey sandwich in it?
Yes.
Coming through a hole
Yes.
instead of the reflection of that behind me.
Exactly. I thought that you got scared by somebody shoving a turkey sandwich through a hole unexpectedly, and you just saw movement, and that's what spooked you. That's how
I mean, I may have not described it very well. I
No,
was
it's-
worried about that
it's-
at the time because it's without the visual. You had the picture though.
I did have
and
the
I circled
photo.
it for you.
You did.
You
I
described
just-
it exceptionally clearly.
Yeah, it was
and
fine.
It was very
just
easy to
my
understand.
my dumb brain. I decided that was a wall, and that was facing you, and that was a food hole, and that planes now have food holes since I've last gotten on flights. I made a lot of leaps.
But don't you think I would have
think-
mentioned the phrase "food hole"?
No,
if it was, like it was.
Yeah, you probably would have. I wish you guys could have seen the room when I was trying to describe the food hole to the plane. I think I open with, you know how planes now have the.
Oh God! What?
The thing you did a great job. The thing you didn't account for is that Andrew doesn't understand planes.
I don't understand planes, and I apparently don't see, because we had the same issue with the break shit thing, where I was like, "There's nobody in the stands on that card," and then people were like, "What are you talking about? That's a full arena." My eyes just don't work.
Oh,
Yeah. I had so much fun on that last break shit. The one with the fuck stick break shit. That. I feel like that show is really coming into its own. One of the things that we I was saying in the last podcast, in 2022, I want to go into sports in a big way. I think one of the ways I want to do that is that idea that we officially announced on the break show, which is that I want to create the infinity towel, right? Which is, you guys have long made fun of me for having a baseball or a basketball card that has a swatch of Marcus Smart's game used towel. And it says tools of the trade, which you think is ridiculous that a towel could be a tool. And we had the idea, and it might have actually been your idea from the beginning, Andrew. But we had an idea to get as many different pieces of towels from as many different NBA players as possible and create like the most talented towel of all time, the GOAT of towels, the infinity towel with like LeBron James and Kobe Bryant and Steph Curry and, Jason Tatum and Nikola Jokic and all the best players. And then we just sew it together and make this like patchwork quilt towel of power, as it were.
It was an idea that ranged. I didn't know the towel cards existed. I didn't know that was such a dumb thing that could even possibly exist. I wanted to do a jersey.
Says food hole guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen. That's my stupidity.
What a dumb idea.
I would never Tools of the Trade towel card. That's absurd.
Talented towel.
nice, Nick.
Nice, Nick.
There are cards too of there's a whole set of Adam Sandler's shirt.
He's cutting out again. This sucks.
This motherfucker.
This blows. He needs to stop the print. Did he actually stop?
He's still printing the law.
We're bordering on not having a second episode here if we have too many more of these fucking problems. Nick is a tremendous editor, but he can only do so much.
He can't invent audio that doesn't exist.
He can't create a show out of sackcloth and ashes, unfortunately. Yeah.
Well, maybe you could. Maybe you could do Andrew for pickups.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
Andrew's
Fully
gone.
gone again.
Well, Gav, do you want to just? Oh, nope, he's back. Is he back? You guys, when are you going out of town, Gav?
Monday.
Tomorrow or something? God damn it.
Yeah. Do you think his C drive's full?
Well, yeah, because the law is it's a thick document. So I would think that saving that, unless he just printed it from a browser, which is more insane.
It's like all of his CPU usage is loading the law in a web browser.
100% CPU devoted to the law.
Google Chrome.
Am I back?
Yeah, oh boy, in a big way. You're back.
I think I'm back.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking.
Is your computer full?
Is everyone quiet? Is this
Oh
bad?
my
I'm talking
God.
to you. I'm
Oh
talking
my
to
God.
you. Andrew!
Can you not hear me?
Can you imagine?
Can you hear me?
Can you
I can't-
imagine?
I genuinely can't hear you. I'm so
It's-
sorry. I'll leave and I'll come back.
It's 2022. You're like, I'm gonna start the new year off right. I wanna start fresh. I'm gonna pick up a new podcast, maybe something that's been recommended to me, or maybe I'll just search around for my relative interests. Oh, face, right? Yeah, I'll give this a shot. I might as well just start with the most recent episode and just start 2022 off as they are in 2022. This would be the last episode you ever listen to. Of this. This might ruin podcasts for you as a whole if you listen to this. Jesus.
Oh, Andrew.
No.
Oh, God.
This
This
is really something.
Are you just being quiet now on purpose?
Oh, I'm back. Now I'm back. What do you mean? I'm so sorry.
You're not back! You're cutting out, you idiot!
What do you mean I'm cutting out? What do you want? What? What do you mean? I'm
Do
cutting
you know
out?
what he means?
No, I don't.
Delete the law!
How do I fix-
Delete the law!
I deleted the law. That last time I froze up, I was just going to my tab with notes. Just going to my notes tab.
Don't do anything! Do nothing!
Okay, I'm not going to touch a thing. Can we just
Use your mouth.
Can we move on?
No hands.
Can we go to the next season? Can we just change seasons at this point? I feel like the season's already lost. Can we move to whatever season 3, season 4, whatever we're on? I think we got to change
Jeez,
seasons.
I mean,
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we can. We can. This could be the last episode.
Let's
of season
swap
3.
seasons.
Yeah,
Let's move to
season
season
3
4.
was horrendous, but don't move in this episode. It has to be next episode. We need a clean
Yeah, we
break.
can't do a mid-episode season switch.
Has that ever happened on an episode where it became the next season? Midway through.
All right. Well, now we've got to do it because it's groundbreaking. Because we're doing shit that nobody's ever thought of before.